The plans go wrong, a Travel Guard travel insurance plan may help make it right. Visit TravelGuard.com. That's TravelGuard.com.
And now it's time for Today in Yankees History, brought to you by Montefiore Einstein, the official hospital of the New York Yankees. On this date in 2009, the Yankees won their first game at the new Yankee Stadium, beating the Indians 6-5 on the back of 5 solo homers hit by Johnny Damon, Mark Teixeira, Melky Cabrera, Robbie Cano, don't you know, and Derek Jeter. And on this date in 1976, Thurman Munson was named Yankees captain, the first since Lou Gehrig. Thurman hit one of 3 Yankees home runs that day in a 10-0 win over the Twins at the stadium. Today in Yankees History was also brought to you by Ridgewood Savings Bank, your community bank with cutting-edge conveniences and award-winning service. Coming up next, it's New York Yankees baseball.
This has been the Nissan Yankees pregame show. Every Nissan is designed for people who refuse to settle for less. Visit NissanUSA.com or your local dealer. Also brought to you by The Barnes Firm. Injury attorneys. Call 1-800-8-MILLION. Elect 825. Building our future. RWJ Barnabas Health. Let's be healthy together. Peerless Boilers. Visit peerlessboilers.com for a dealer near you. Nielsen Dodge. Visit nielsendodge.com and save today the Nielsen way. North Shore Adult Diapers. Orlin & Cohen Orthopedic Group. We've got specialists for that. Club Sitco. Download the app now to start saving. Montefiore Einstein, the official hospital of the New York Yankees. Route 22 Toyota. Come experience the smart way to buy a Toyota. The Chef IQ Sense. Never under or overcook your chicken, fish, or meat again. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. And by Meineke Car Care Centers. Trust your keys with Meineke. Yankees baseball is next on WFAN Yankees Radio.
This broadcast is presented by Bet365, where winning is everything. Download the Bet365 app and lock in your picks before the game begins. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Available in select states only.
It's Yankees baseball on the Fan.
Breaking ball, swing on deep drive, left field, he started again! Down the line, goodbye! 3-run homer, Evan Rosario! Wow! Ball hit to the right side. Diving play by Jazz Chisholm. He went Superman to get it, diving to his left. What a play by Jazz. Swung on, popped it up. Right field, easy play for Judge. Coming towards the line. The captain is there. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game. Victory for the New York Yankees.
And also brought to you by Provident Bank. Commitment you can count on. Spectrum Fiber-powered Internet. The most reliable internet you can count on. Black Bear Deli. Delicious, made simple. RWJ Barnabas Health. Let's be healthy together. Travel Guard and the Travel Guard Travel Insurance Plan. Audi. Visit your local tri-state Audi dealer. Club Citgo. Download the app now to start saving. Morningside Nursing and Rehabilitation Center. Optimum Fiber. Famously fast fiber internet. 877 Cars for Kids. That's Cars with a K. To donate your car today.
And a very good evening, everybody, and welcome to Yankee Stadium. And the starting lineups are brought to you by James Hardy. Hardy Siding is America's #1 brand of siding. Well, we will bring you these after these messages. We'll be back on WFAN Yankees Radio.
Day.
And we're back here at Yankee Stadium, and the starting lineups are brought to you by James Hardy. Hardy Siding is America's #1 brand of siding. For Matt Cotraro's 7-12 Kansas City Royals, Michael Garcia, 26-year-old third baseman, leads off. The #2 hitter is their shortstop, Bobby Witt Jr., 25 years old now. Vinny Pasquantino at first base, batting third. Salvi Perez is their catcher, batting cleanup. A young catcher who is their DH tonight, Carter Jensen, a rookie, is batting fifth. Lane Thomas, veteran outfielders, playing left, batting sixth. Jack Caglione is in right field. The 23-year-old is batting seventh. Michael Massey is the second baseman, batting eighth. And Kyle Isbell is the center fielder, and he is batting ninth. For the New York Yankees, 10-9. They've lost 7 of the last 9. Trent Grisham is in center field, leading off. The #2 hitter is the captain, Aaron Judge, 5 homers in the last 5 games. Cody Bellinger in left field, batting third. The cleanup hitter and DH is Giancarlo Stanton. And tonight's cleanup hitter is brought to you by Serve Pro, like it never even happened. Ben Rice is at first base, batting fifth. Ahmed Rosario at third base, batting sixth. Jazz Chisholm Jr. at second base, batting seventh. Jose Caballero is the shortstop, batting eighth. And Austin Wells behind the plate, and he is batting ninth. The defensive alignment is sponsored by Travel Guard. Prepare for the unexpected with a Travel Guard travel insurance plan. When the Yankees take their position in just a couple of minutes, it will be Bellinger, Grisham, and Judge left to right in your outfield. Rosario at third, Caballero at short, Jazz at second, Ben Rice is at first. On the mound, Cam Schlittler suffered his first loss of the season last time out, gave up 3 runs over 5 innings, but did pitch well enough to keep them in the game. And Austin Wells is behind the plate. Now it's time for the keys to the game, brought to you by Audi. Visit your local Tri-State Audi dealer to experience the all-new 2026 Audi Q3 today, or visit AudiOffers.com for more information. Well, the approach against Michael Wacha has got to bear some fruit. It's going to be very, very difficult for him. He is really pitching at the top of his game. He just keeps getting better and better. 2-0 with an ERA of 0.43. He has that great changeup, fastball changeup, and he's got the lowest ERA except for the guy that from the Angels that we missed, Jose Soriano, 0.33. Last time against the White Sox, Michael Wacha pitched 8 innings of no-run baseball. And fastball change, as I said, that change is quite spectacular. Added a bunch of different weapons, but it's that changeup that you have to worry about. And to me, that is the key to the game, if they can hit Michael Wacha or get his pitch count up so you can get him out of the game. This bullpen has had a lot of problems since Estevez has gone down. That means everybody moves up a little bit, and it has not worked out for them particularly. Tonight's umpire alignment is brought to you by General Plumbing Supply. When it comes to making the right call at home, trust the real experts at GPS. The umpires are not on the field yet. They should be coming out momentarily. When they do, it'll be Charlie Ramos behind the plate. Tyler Jones is the first base umpire. The second base umpire and crew chief is Chris Guccione. And Nestor Ceja is the third base umpire. And now the respective pitchers are coming in from their respective bullpens. Here comes Michael Wacha with the rest of the starting staff trailing behind him with his catcher, Salvador Perez. And there goes the bullpen out, and in comes Cam Schlittler and various people coming in with him, so we should be underway relatively shortly. Tonight's national anthem is brought to you by Mazda CX-50 Hybrid, rugged, spacious, efficient, and proudly assembled in America. It is a gorgeous, gorgeous night here at Yankee Stadium. It is 74 degrees. There's a beautiful cloud formation right in front of us. It's not one of those nasty rain clouds, but big puffy white clouds all together. It looks like mountains in the back. Looks like Mount Rainier on the left. Looks just like it. This place, I got to tell you, Dave was talking about it. They're having a party here because of these hockey shirts.
It's Mardi Gras and New Year's Eve at the same time here. It's unreal. And I talked to people earlier today when I was coming in. They were in line at 2 o'clock this afternoon. I got here at like 3-ish.
They're around the block.
Line, forget about it. It was amazing. So, and I must say,
they're good. These are sweet.
As giveaways. Whoa. They are sweet. You're right.
And everybody's got them on. But everybody's so happy. This is a happy place tonight. Everybody's got their shirts. Standing in line for 4 hours was nothing for New Yorkers. But look at the bleachers. Everyone's got them on. It's amazing everywhere.
It's almost like when you see in college basketball or like in Penn State football, they have a white out. That's what it looks like.
Right.
Everybody wears white.
By the way, this place is packed. And that's what happens when you like the giveaway. It is packed. It's not going to be anything. They're already look at the out in back of the bleachers. Yeah. Look how they're standing in
10 deep.
10 deep.
Easy 10 deep.
Boy, they're going to sell a lot of hot dogs tonight. Boy, this is
and they need something to wash it down. So there's going to be a lot of that sold too.
Right. Whoa. Well, coming up, Dave Sims and I will paint the word picture. Brought to you by CertaPro Painters, experts at painting the corners. Visit CertaPro.com or 1-800-GO-CERTA. We'll be back on WFAN Yankees Radio. Let's take 10 seconds for stations to identify themselves. We'll be back after this on WFAN Yankees Radio.
Talk Bronx Bombers baseball in the afternoon with a Carton Show on 101.9 WFAN, WFAN FM, WFAN FM HD1 New York, and Odyssey Sports Station.
Well, we are back here at Yankee Stadium, the combination of Mardi Gras and Christmas with all the it really is. This is a happening. Remember, do they still use that word? You remember, this is
back. I remember that, yes. Happening.
And this place is on its feet. The Yankees have everyone's up in their hockey shirts. This is fun. I hope they play up to the expectations of what's going on in the stands tonight. And the crowd, the team has been let out onto the field by their captain, Aaron Judge, who's been putting on a show. 5 homers in the last 5 games for the captain. And here comes Cam Schlittler, 2-1, 2.49 ERA. Had his first loss of the season. Gave up 3 runs in 5 innings. And what happened was he's always got that fastball. He's always going to have that fastball. But the cutter really wasn't working for him. And none of the other pitches, the curveball was not really working the way he wanted. So he really had to rely on that fastball. And that's a grind. That was a grind, get through that. But did keep them in the game. You know, he gave up 3 runs in 5 innings. That gave them a chance to win, but he got his first loss of the season and probably was obviously going to work on that. Bellinger, Grisham, and Judge left to right in your outfield. Rosario at third. Now, Rosario at third, we'll talk a lot about this. Ryan McMahon's it's not that he's not going to play for a while, but combination of him working on things and getting closer. And by the way, we can put this all on McMahon that he's not hitting. Who is hitting? Ahmed Rosario, and deserves to play. This is a meritocracy, or it should be, and he's playing great. He's playing a great third base, and he's hitting. So why shouldn't he? Hit and play? And this is going to happen for a while now. I'm not saying that McMahon's not going to pinch hit and he's not going to start some games, but you're going to see Rosario. We got a couple of lefties coming up, not tomorrow, but the day after tomorrow, and then you're going to see 2 of them in Boston. So you're going to see a lot of Rosario. So here we go. We are coming to you live from the Provident Bank broadcast booth, and as Michael Garcia steps up to the plate, stepping up to the microphone is the radio voice of the New York Yankees. Here's Dave Sims.
All right, Susan, thank you. Go time on a hyped-up day here at the stadium under windy conditions, blue sky, and a massive cloud white covering beyond center field. Here we go with Michael Garcia, best address in baseball, Yankee Stadium. That's where we are with Cam Schlittler making his second Yankee Stadium start of the season. And the first pitch for the right-handers in there to Garcia for strike 1. First pitch of the game brought to you by Alliance Orthopedics, New Jersey's leader in ortho and sports medicine, helping patients live better every day.
Start him off with a 98-mile-an-hour fastball right down the pike.
Garcia coming off a very good year. He's hitting 280, 2 home runs, and 9 RBI. And the next pitch is outside, 1-1.
Came off that Team Venezuela. He was on that team.
So Garcia last year, All-Star Gold Glove breakout season for him. 286, 16 homers, and 74 runs batted in. Good third baseman, too.
Really good.
1-1. Here's pitch. Down low. For ball 2. And you can hear they're going through. Roll call is very loud tonight because they can't they can't shoehorn another guy in there.
They're very. This is as excited I've seen a crowd all year because of hockey, the hockey jersey night.
And it's not even postseason. It's April 17th. Here's a 2-1 from Schlittler. And a pitch to Garcia. Check swing. Goes out on the third base side. Fielded by Cam. Step and throw. Makes the play. 1 out. We were talking about that the other day. Mark Gubicza saying, hey, when you come off that mound, you got to get low.
Because it's hard for him to get
right,
low.
Exactly. But he did a heck of a job because how many panic throws have we seen on that play?
Now, one thing about Schlittler, he doesn't panic.
Oh, no.
Nope, not at all.
Way too cool for school. Now, here's another generational player right here, Bobby Witt Jr. This guy's sensational. Team USA said he had one of maybe the best time he's ever had in baseball. Right-hand hitter, looks at the pitch up high. Bobby Witt Jr., 2-time All-Star, 2-time Gold Glover, 2-time Silver Slugger, batting title, 4th in Rookie of the Year, and has led in hits and doubles last year, led the major leagues. This guy, special. Shortstop. Here's a 1-0. Pitch, chop, foul, third base. And here's one for you. I would love to see a match race. Bobby Witt Jr. and Chandler Simpson.
Running?
Mm-hmm.
Who is faster?
Mm-hmm.
That's close because you'd look at them and you'd say Simpson, but I'm not sure. I think
that's
Bobby
why I said it.
Yeah.
That's exactly why I said it. Yeah, because I've seen Bobby Witt Jr. on a triple get the first from home to third in very quick time. Here's pitch swung on it, fouled into the glove of Wells. 1-2.
Now he routinely, if he needs to, he can get to first on a ground ball to anywhere.
Oh, he's got
really
exceptional gears. He's hitting at 278, no homers, 8 runs batted in with 5 doubles and 8 steals already. Only been caught once. Here's 1-2 from Big Cam. Righty deals in on his fist, and he bloops it down the right field line. Foul.
We're talking about nobody hitting. You just said it. Bobby Witt's got no homers.
Yeah.
I mean, we're in the middle of April.
Well, when you put some side-by-sides, runners in scoring position, the Royals are 27th, the Yankees are 28th.
Yeah. Very similar. Like Vinny
Right?
Pasquantino hit his first home run yesterday.
Right?
Yep.
1-2 here to Bobby Witt Jr. Infield straight up. Grisham shading towards right center. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Slider in on his hands. Couldn't get to it. 2 down.
You know, when he throws that was what was, not working for him, that little cut fastball, or sometimes it looks like a slider. They call it he's throwing a slider. They call it a cutter on the board, but it's a combination of the two. And that was not working for him before. First strikeout of the game presented by Weichert Realtors. Don't settle for a good agent. Go for a great one at Weichert.com.
Here's one of the most personable guys in all of baseball, Vinny Pasquantino. Big guy. Looks at a pitch outside, ball 1. And it was, you were talking to him, I was talking to him. And he was running down the WBC and how great
and
that
the
was.
Espresso and Cervelli and Jorge Posada, Jack Caglione, too. I mean, they locker next to each other. An accident, by the way.
He's only hitting a $155.
Yeah.
Pitch up high, 0-1.
He feels a great responsibility to this team. Last year he didn't hit in April either. And we were in Kansas City, and he said to me, I'm not doing my job. I've got to get better. He ended up great, but 155 is low for him.
He's ahead in the count 2-0. 5th season for Vinny. And pitch swung on, hit hard to the right side on one hopper to Jazz Chisholm at second base. And he throws over in time for the out. Good start for Cam Schlittler. 1-2-3 in the first. Nothing across for Kansas City. Yankees coming to bat on WFAN. Yankees radio driven by Jeep.
Stop.
Barnes Firm reminds you this copyrighted broadcast is presented by authority of the New York Yankees and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. Any accounts or descriptions of this game may not be disseminated with the express consent of the New York Yankees.
Michael Wacha on the mound, 6'6", 215, a 14-year veteran, 34 years old. Right-hander deals to Grisham. Pitch swung on and sent to left field Easy play for the left fielder, Lane Thomas, coming in about medium depth, makes the catch. 1 pitch, 1 out.
If you're injured, there's just one call to make, and that's to the Barnes Firm Injury Attorneys. Call 1-800-8-MILLION for a free case evaluation.
And the applause for Aaron Judge stepping in, home run leader in the American League. 236, 8 homers, 14 runs batted in. Yesterday, his 89th career first inning home run. Wacha deals, first pitch, swung on, line drive, left field. That will get down. 1 hop, 2 hops up against the fence. Big fella digging for second. He's got to hustle. He slides in safely. A double for the captain to get the Yankees going here in the first inning. That's his 3rd double of the season.
And went on the first pitch, and we're seeing a lot of that with the Yankees. And this is something that is new this year, actually. They're really going on the first pitch. A lot of the belief is you're going to see the best pitch you're going to see as the first pitch, because they want to throw a strike. And a lot of the Yankees have been going right after that first pitch.
4th career hit for Judge against Wacha. He's now 4 for 22. Here's Bellinger, first pitch to the left-hand slugger, first pitch strike. Yankees, I'm sure that everybody was looking under their beds, making sure Mike Trout was not there. Good.
That was some show, though.
Oh, my goodness. Future Hall of Famer. They hit 13 home runs. He hit 5. There's a pitch to Belly outside. 1-1.
By the way, Judge is now hit in 6 straight games. You know what? I know that he played on the other team, but Mike Trout doing that than not having him there. It really is.
Amen and ditto. 1-1. Here's the pitch to Belly. Swung on and dribbled. Ooh, and I got a piece of Sal Perez. Another one of the great personalities that we have in baseball. And I'm sorry, I got to catch up to him tomorrow. But he's just a lovable guy who loves the game and just a great human. And boy, he takes up the whole catcher's box, doesn't he?
He's something. He's as good as it gets.
1-2 here to Bellinger, hitting at 246, a homer, 6 runs batted in. Swing and a miss. He's done.
You know what?
First strikeout here for Wacha.
As a catcher in this current generation, he's the same, to me, he's on the same level as Yadi Molina. What he means to the team and what he does with the pitching staff, and been here a long time.
It was like, who was it? Wainwright. Wainwright told me, he said, whatever Yachty put down,
you did. Or you'd hear from him. He'd walk right to the mound and give you
absolutely.
what for.
There's Big G. Stanton swing and fouls another one off of Salvi. Strike 1, Big G. Giancarlo Stanton, 273. 2 homers, 10 runs batted in. He's 4 for 17 against Wacha with a home run. 2 out Judge at second to try to get him home here. First inning, here's pitch. Taken up high. 1-1.
And still got that sinking fastball, 94-ish. Not bad.
Michael Wacha out of Iowa City, Iowa. Played his college ball at Texas A&M. He's an Aggie. 1-1. Late on the fastball up top there. Swing and a miss for Stanton. 1-2. Stanton's today's cleanup hitter brought to you by Citgo. Clean up on savings on every fill-up with Club Citgo. Download the app now to start saving. Yankees threaten here in the first. 2 out Judge at second. Wacha out of the stretch. A pitch to Stanton, missed inside. Took a lot off of that pitch. Change up at 82. If he can keep it going, Ben Rice, dangerous hitter, left-hand hitter, awaits. 2-2 here to Stanton. Wacha delivers. Pitch swung on a high pop in the infield. Eddie Pasquantino, first baseman, taking charge. He's under it, makes a one-hand catch, and that'll do it. No runs, a hit, no errors, and a man left. To the second inning we go. Yankees and Kansas City first of 3. No score here on WFAN Yankees Radio, driven by G. future. No scores. We go to the top of the second. 4, 5, and 6 coming up. Salvador Perez, Carter Jensen, Lane Thomas coming up. Salvi Perez hitting just a $169. He's got 3 homers, 6 runs batted in. These guys had a heartbreaking loss yesterday, 10-9 at Detroit. Cam Schlittler, as mentioned, his second Yankee Stadium start for the season. First pitch to Big Sal is outside, ball 1.
Drive Around the League brought to you by Audi. Visit your local Tri-State Audi dealer to experience the all-new 2026 Audi Q3 today, or visit AudiOffers.com for more information.
Much decorated Sal Perez, 9-time All-Star, 5-time Gold Glove winner, 5-time Silver Slugger winner, and the Humanitarian Award, the Clemente Award. Swing and a miss, top of the zone, 1-1.
There's no score in Cleveland, top of the 4th. Baltimore is in. Chris Bassett against Tanner Bybee. Did you watch that young kid almost got a no-hitter last night for
First
Cleveland?
pitch of the 9th inning, boom, right side base hit. 1-1 to Big Sal. Infield straight up, outfield straight up and deep. Schlittler deals. Breaking ball, fouled back up this way. 1-2.
Detroit is in Boston. Detroit comes in winning 6 in a row. Casey Mize against Ranger Suarez. Cincinnati's at Minnesota. St. Louis at Houston. Everything else is later in the American League. In the National League, Cubs all over the Mets, 12-4. Ninth straight loss.
Oy.
Holy moly.
1-2. Schlittler to Sal Perez, leading off here in the second. Pitch, swing on, fights it off, fouls it to the right side.
Edward Cabrera gets the win. He's 2-0. Kodai Senga takes the loss. Well, at least they got a Friday night in Chicago. That's always fun.
And it was a beautiful day. I got pictures from friends of mine that loved it.
They have a day game tomorrow. They got 3 straight day games in Chicago. That doesn't happen often.
Not a bad thing. 1-2 to Sal. Here's the pitch from Schlittler. Swing, and he just got a piece of a breaking ball at the end of the bat. 1-2.
Atlanta has scored 2 in the first and 4 in the second. They lead Philadelphia 6-0. They're still in the second inning. Austin Riley hit his second. Martin Perez against Taijuan Walker. 1-2 in ERA of over 7.
Ouch. Giving up a lot of home runs. 1-2. Schlittler to Perez, leading off. Here's pitch. In on his hands. Broken bat, ground ball down to Rosario. Takes his time. Throws over. Sal. Tell you what, he was carrying a mail there. Big fella was getting up the line. 1 out.
San Francisco put up a 6 spot off of Zach Littell, and Elliot Ramos had his first homer of the year. 6-0 San Francisco over Washington in the third. Pittsburgh leading Tampa Bay 1-0 in the third. Tampa Bay Rays have won 6 in a row. Everything else is later. By the way, the Dodgers are in Colorado, and they're making snowmen in the outfield. In the infield because it's snowing there.
Let's see 4 seasons in a day there. Here is Carter Jensen. Left-hand hitter, swing and a miss. Fastball up, way up top. He's DHing Carter Jensen. 222, 4 homers, 10 runs batted in. Right. They got a lot of kids on this team.
He's 22. He's from Kansas City. He's a catcher. This is a big-time prospect. He was the George Brett Hitter of the Year in the minor leagues.
20 games last year. Swings through. A breaking ball at top of the zone, 0-2.
Third-round pick in 2021, 22 years old. Can you imagine? He grew up right out. It's a suburb right outside of Kansas City, and went to high school there. Can you imagine you're drafted by your hometown team, and here you are, and you're learning your position from Salvador Perez.
And George Brett comes to a lot of your games. Here's the 0-2, and the pitch. Did he check his swing? No, he didn't. He tried, failed. They go down to third base. Umpire Nestor Ceja said, "Yep, you're out. See ya." Strikeout number 2 for Schlittler. 2 down here in the second inning. This Kansas City ball club, 7-12. They have had you think the Yankees have had problems in 1-run games. These guys are 0-5. And 4-game losing streak, all by 1 run. They had leads last night at Detroit. They were down 6-1, up 8-6, up 9-7, and lose 10-9. Quick 2 outs is Lane Thomas. Left fielder, right-hand hitter, hitting 194. Pitch outside, ball 1.
And this all starts with their closer going down. Everybody, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with Lucas Erceg. He's a really good pitcher, but when everybody moves up a notch. He found the ball off his foot.
Here comes Schlittler with the 1-0, and a pitch swung on, and fly ball, right field, getting into the stands. Lane Thomas, 30 years old, out of Knoxville. I saw him, his best years were with Washington, 22, 23, and 24. And in the 23 season, he had 28 home runs. His first year with Kansas City. Count at 1-1. And the pitch from Schlittler, up high, up and in. They have a lot of guys who are 5'10", 5'11", 6 feet. And the exceptions being Sal Perez and Pasquantino and Jack Caglione. Everybody else is not real big.
Yep.
It's not, as we said about a lot of teams, not an all-bus team. When they get off that bus, you're not going to 2-1. Pitch swing on a hit to left center field. It's hanging up for Grisham. Here he comes. And he makes an easy catch. Right at chest high, and Cam Schlittler. Good start. 6 up, 6 down. And when we come back, Ben Rice will lead off for the Yankees in this scoreless ball game. Bottom 2 on WFAN Yankees Radio, driven by Jeep.
Continues.
There's Ben Rice, the leadoff, thinks in the bottom of the second inning for the Yankees. No score. Yankees had a Kansas City Royals. First of 3. You got a day game tomorrow, day game Sunday. Michael Wacha, right-hander on the mound. First pitch, swing and a miss. Ben hitting at .327, 5 homers and 14 runs batted in. He's having a nice start to the year. Leads the team in runs and hits. And tied for the lead in RBI. 0-1. Breaking ball, took it. Did he go? Check down to third. Mr. said he did. So 0-2 to Ben.
Today's Acme Markets home run payoff contestant is Deborah M. from Basking Ridge, New Jersey. Deborah will win a $100 Acme Markets gift card for every homer the Yanks hit in the second. Visit WFAN.com/Acme for a chance to hit it big.
Ben Rice yesterday leading off in the 6th in what became an 11-4 Angel win.
League season.
He got a pitch, off-speed pitch outside and yanked it into the bullpen, and it swings through a breaking ball right here for strikeout for Wacha. 1 out here in the second strikeout for Wacha.
And the thing about Wacha also is that breaking pitch that moved down and away from him, started it right at the edge of the plate inside, and it went right down and swung right over it. You know,
veteran guy, Michael Wacha, 2-0.
Yep.
0.43 ERA. And here's Rosario sending one towards the gap in right center, but it's run down 2 steps onto the track by Kyle Isbell. Real smooth center fielder. 2 down. For Michael Wacha, a no decision in his first game against at Atlanta. Then he got a win at Cleveland and a win against the White Sox. 2-0 with 0.43 ERA.
In that game against the White Sox, pitched 8 innings of no-run ball.
Jazz Chisholm, when does his offensive game get going? He swings here, fouls one off his foot, strikes 1. Jazz at 179, still looking for that first home run. And he's driven in 3 runs. He is match up with his numbers from last year. He's going to have to catch fire. Last year, 31 homers, 31 stolen bases, 80 runs batted in. 0-1, pitch outside.
And sometimes you just think Jazz, because he wants to do well so badly, that he just tenses up and puts too much pressure on himself.
Here's next pitch from Wacha. Breaking ball, swing on, popped up down the third base line, giving chases to left fielder Thomas. Does not have a play. 1-2.
He told me today, I was talking to him, and he said, I got to calm down. I said, how do you do that? And he said, well, my grandfather told me that I should sing a song because he always sings a song. I said, any particular song? And he starts singing, I got sunshine on a cloud. So I wonder if he's singing it now to try and relax because he really tenses up. He wants to get a hit every time.
1-2. Fastball under his hands. He's attacked there often. That's ball 2, 2-2. First pitch at the bottom of the second. 92-mile-an-hour fastball brought to you by Optimum Fiber, famously fast fiber internet. 2-2. Wacha works quickly. Pitch outside, not by much. Ball 3.
See, that's good. He's not swinging through pitches because he's not been very selective.
Wacha, another fast worker. We've seen nothing but fast-working pitchers this last week or so. Payoff here to Jazz, and missed down low and in for ball 4.
See, so I wonder if he was singing. He said he was going to be singing. Calm himself down.
And do his best David Ruffin impression. The late, great lead singer of the original Temptations. 2 out, 1 on here brings up Jose Caballero. Had a hand in the 2 come from behind victories against the Angels. Tell you what, the Yankees, I heard you say it on the postgame show, and it's so true. Here's a pitch to Cabby in there for strike. Darn lucky they didn't get swept. Jordan Romano had a couple of meltdowns.
Yep. There were 2 Jordan Romano blow-ups. Let the Yankees win. Look at this cloud from me. I'm fascinated by this cloud. Now it's sort of pink.
Next pitch to Cabby off the end of the bat. Fooled up by the off-speed pitch, strike 2.
It looks like a big thing of whipped cream, and now it's got like a pink tinge through the whole.
Just need a cherry on top. We mentioned it again, but it's a hockey shirt night, and it seems like everybody has one.
And everybody's happy, except people. I hope everybody got their shirt.
0-2. Here's the pitch. Outside. I know, I'm reading the copy last week. They were talking about the first 8. I think it was the one that said the first 18,000 guests. Clearly, they printed up more than that.
Well, they hope they did because there's probably 45,000 people
every bit.
There.
No score, bottom 2. Yankees have 1 hit, a 1-out double by Judge. Here's the pitch from Wacha. Swing and a miss. Top of the zone. Cabby could not catch up. Third strikeout for Wacha. Yankees go quietly in the second, stranding Jazz at first. To the third we go. No score, Yankees Royals on WFAN Yankees Radio, driven by Jeep.
Manhattan, Long Island.
Back here at Yankee Stadium, third inning brought to you by Spectrum Fiber-powered internet, the most reliable internet that you can count on. Glad you've joined us here. Yankee baseball on a Friday night. We'll be with you tomorrow afternoon and Sunday afternoon. Day off Monday. Go to Boston, then Houston, then Texas. The Rangers. Here's Jack Caglione. Big left-hand hitter. And he swings at the first pitch, fouls it off down the left field line. The wind blowing in hard from left field.
By the way, when Jazz walked, that was the first walk of the game, brought to you by Route 22 Toyota. Why walk when you could be driving a new Toyota? Route22Toyota.com.
Caglione, the first-round pick in 2024, 6th overall. Played in 62 games last year, 7 homers and 18 runs batted in. He was a killer hitter at Florida, University of. Next pitch up top, and he swings and misses. 0-2.
And that fooled him on that high fastball, 97 miles an hour. Jack has not hit just 23 years old. Has not had a home run yet. Also played for Team Italy. That was some team. They had so much fun.
Here comes the 0-2. Cam Schlittler deals. Breaking ball, hit foul. Third base side 0-2. Caglione, Massey, and Isbell, 7, 8, 9 here for Kansas City. Managed by the guy we like, Matt Quattrero, out of East Selkirk, New York. Guess what? He's a former catcher.
Really?
Yep.
What a surprise. That's so odd.
0-2. And swinging a miss with a good breaking ball. It's a win really starting to surge. That's a third strikeout for Schlittler. One out here in the third.
Yankee fans shop the New Era Authentic Collection at the Yankees team store and NewEraCap.com. New Era, the official on-field cap of Major League Baseball.
It's almost getting to the point now, what manager was not a catcher? Yay, catchers. One out, nobody on. Here's Michael Massey, second baseman, hitting at 214. And there's a breaking ball back to a slider in there for a strike. Usually the wind, we've had cold here, we've had wind, but not wind blowing this hard in.
Blowing in.
Usually going out the left or out the right. Here's your 1. Breaking ball in the dirt. 1-1. Giving new meaning to batten down the hatches here in the old radio booth.
Put something on your notes.
Yeah, I had a clipboard, a clipper on it. It's not holding. It lost. 1-1. Left-hand hitter, and he swings and pops it foul out of play left side.
And you got so much when he's throwing the four-seamer like he is up top, 99. And then he's got that low fastball, too, so it changes looks and changes plane, but it's still 99. Near the top of the zone or bottom of the zone.
No score. We're in the top of the third. Yankees and Kansas City. It's the first Central Division team the Yankees are playing this year. Next pitch. Missed outside, not by much.
Cam didn't think it missed. Started to do that walk off the mound that guys do when they strike someone out.
2 balls, 2 strikes. No hits thus far for Kansas City as Schlittler has retired the first 7 men right out of the gate. The 2-2 to Massey. Fastball missed away. Ball 3. 3-2. Three strikeouts so far for Cam. Caballero, shortstop, playing up the middle. Here's Schlittler walking into that windup. Fastball swung on and it's sent to left center field. There's Bellinger playing the slice nicely off the bat of the left-hand hitter and makes the catch quite easily. Route number 2.
Well, he also had to come in on it. That ball got caught up in that wind. The American flag that's right out in left center is blowing straight into our booth. You are really going to have to hit that tonight to get that out there. Whoa. Look at it. Straight right towards us.
And you could hear the ruffle of papers as I start to batten down everything. Here's Kyle Isbell, the center fielder, left-hand hitter, hitting at 295. 2 homers and 6 runs batted in. First pitch from Cam. Check swing. Foul ball left side. I'll have to get a reading on this wind because let's see, looking at the flags, at minimum, it's got to be minimum 15, 20 miles an hour. I mean, here's 0-1 from Cam to the lefty swinger. Pitch outside to Kyle Isbell, 1-1.
I wonder if that's on my weather app.
First of 3 with the Royals. See Will Warren and Ryan Weathers the next 2 days. Here's pitch swung on and sent to center field. Here's Grisham, easy play for him. The wind knocking that one down as well, and he makes a little side center catch and then relays it to Aaron Judge as the boys come back into the dugout. Perfect through the first time through the order. Cam Schlittler with 3 strikeouts, 9 up, 9 down, bottom 3 coming up No score. Yankees Royals on WFAN, Yankees Radio, driven by Jeep. Back here at Yankee Stadium, a windy Yankee Stadium with the wind blowing in hard from left field. Here's Austin Wells to lead off against Michael Wacha. Wells, Grisham, and Judge 9-1-2 in the scoreless game. Bottom three. First pitch. Breaking ball in there for strike.
With the Jeep Declaration of Deals, Jeep's pledging their allegiance to the American people with great deals. Visit your tri-state area Jeep dealer for a great deal today.
Next pitch from Wacha. Changeup. Missed it on the swing. 0-2. Third inning brought to you by Spectrum Fiber-powered internet, the most reliable internet you can count on. Wells going to use his timeout. Two base runners, a Judge double in the first, second inning, a two-out walk to Chisholm. That's it. Schlittler, 9 up, 9 down. Good start for him. Here's the 0-2 to Wells, the pitch, fastball away. 1-2. Hockey jersey night, or is it hockey fan, hockey sweater night. Here's pitch, swing on, hit foul. Nonetheless, people love them, and they are wearing them all around the ballpark, and this will be a very handsome sellout crowd number.
Long sleeve, beautiful jersey. Great jersey.
Here's 1-2, pitch, down low. 2-2. Austin Wells 9 for 47, hitting just 191, a homer, and 1 run batted in thus far. Hope a lot of these guys get hot at the same time, or enough get hot at the same time. 2-2 pitch. Check the swing. Pitch is at the top of the zone and outside. Ball 3. Oh, without a doubt, the strongest wind blowing in we've had in this early season. 3-2 pitch. Swing on, hit on the ground, right side. Pasquantino at first baseman gloves. Underhand flip to Wacha covering. Nice play by Vinny. And there's one away. Just like, look at Vinny. Because everywhere he goes to New York, he goes to Chicago, goes to Philly. Hey, so you got any friends here? Where do you go eat? He says, I don't know these places. He grew up in Richmond, Virginia.
Right.
But it just said, he mentioned those 3 cities.
That's right, because everybody, where's your favorite place? I don't know. I'm not. Here's a pitch to Grisham. Oh. High fly ball, staying in the yard, right center field. Right fielder's under, Jack Caglione. Wind knocked that down. Yep, boy, you can't put the ball up. If you're going to get it out, it's got to be a laser straight shot somewhere.
Whoa. So Jack makes the catch, 2 down. And there's Aaron Judge for the second time. He had a low flying, hard double down into the left field corner his first time up. Third double of the season for the captain. Is a pitch. Breaking ball, missed outside, ball 1.
The call on the field is the ball. The catcher is challenging.
How about last night, the early challenges by the Yankees?
It is a strike. Kansas City has
Sal
two
laughing at
challenges
him.
remaining.
He's like, so you can see the smile through the mask. I got to look at his numbers. I bet he's never wrong.
Who, Sal?
Yeah.
You might be right. if you had to think of somebody in that category, yeah. Swing and a miss. Challenged him inside on the inner third, 0-2. Sal Perez, the catcher, and that's go up top, swing and a miss, fastball, and Judge is gone. Wacha working very quickly. He's got 4 strikeouts. He's given up 1 hit. We go to the 4th. No score, Yankees and Royals on WFAN Yankees Radio, driven by Jeep. Go. There we go, top of the 4th. No score, Yankees Royals. Top of the 4th, sponsored by Hand and Stone Massage and Facial Spa. Book a relaxing massage or facial after the game. Top of the order against Cam Schlittler, Miguel Garcia, Bobby Witt, and Vinny Pasquantino. Big Cam into the wind and a pitch. Up high with a fastball to Garcia, the third baseman, a right-hand hitter.
Well, we found these numbers, or Emmanuel found these numbers. Salvi Perez is 13 for 18. That's 72%, tied with Will Smith for the best in baseball.
There you go. Infield straight up here for Garcia. Bounce back to the pitcher Schlittler. Breaking ball outside. Ball 2.
That doesn't surprise you with those two guys,
No.
right? Will Smith and Salvi? Yeah. The scoreboard is brought to you by Food Bazaar. Food Bazaar Supermarket. Shop local, eat global.
Schlittler trying to get back in the count here. It's 2-0. Here's pitch. Swing on, ground ball to the left side. Gobbled up by third baseman Rosario. Steps into the throw. And in time to retire Garcia. 10 up, 10 down for Schlittler.
Okay, let's get to some scores here. No score in Cleveland. Baltimore and Cleveland scoreless in the 5th. It's still Chris Bassett against Tanner Bybee. No score in Boston. Detroit is in bottom of the 3rd. Casey Mize against Ranger Suarez.
1 out, nobody on here. Top of the 4th, scoreless ball game. Here's Bobby Witt Jr. struck out on a 1-2 pitch first time. Righty on righty here. And a pitch from Cam. Off the glove of Wells to the back screen.
Moises Ballesteros, Nico Horner, and Ian Happ all had homers for the Cubs, and the Cubs beat up on the Mets today, 12-4.
Wow, the Mets are now 7-13. 1-0 here to Bobby Witt Jr. The pitch. Fastball right down the pipe for strike 1-1.
Atlanta has scored 2 in the first, 4 in the second, 1 in the third, and lead Philadelphia 7-0 in the 4th. Austin Riley and Dominic Smith have both his homers. Dominic's got 4.
Wind continues to blow in here. 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss in on his hands. 1-2. So 1-2 to Bobby Witt Jr. You got Grisham shading towards right center. That wind blowing in hard from left field.
Elliot Ramos and Drew Gilbert have both homered for San Francisco. And San Francisco leads Washington 7-1. They put up a 6 spot in the second inning. Pittsburgh leading Tampa Bay 1-0 in the fifth.
1-2 to Bobby Witt Jr. One out, nobody on. Long look by Schlittler. Now he steps into his windup. And the 1-2 pitch. In on his hands. He just got a piece of it. A fastball running up and in. Fouled it back. Count stays at 1-2. Both pitchers, Wacha and Schlittler, on top of their games. Schlittler 3 strikeouts, no walks. 1 walk, 4 strikeouts for Wacha, giving up 1 hit. Here's 1-2. The pitch up high. 2-2. Pretty good heater. He can really heard the pop from Wells's glove.
Well, 98, 99. He's been really consistent with that today.
Rosario, Caballero, Chisholm, and Rice, the infield for the Yankees. 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball, swing on, popped up. Might be playable. Wells taking a look. The wind does not bring it back. Count stays at 2-2.
I'm going to the jacket. I can wait no longer. It's like dropped like 20 degrees here.
Does feel like it. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Wells sets up outside. Schlittler deals. He throws it right to where he was set up. Ground ball right side to Rice. The first baseman touches up at first for the out, and broken bat in the process. 2 down.
Went the opposite way with that, but exactly where Rice was standing. Went right to him.
Two outs brings up Vinny Pasquantino. Grounded out to Jazz Chisholm at second, his first time up. 5th season for Vinny. Big left hand hitter, swing and a miss. Ooh, and that got Wells. Got him on the foot. Foul ball.
Walking it off, trying to walk it off. And meanwhile, home plate umpire Charlie Ramos is walking slowly out, have a conversation with Schlittler.
Pasquantino walks over near the Yankee dugout. Yo, what up? Chatting with somebody. Give Wells a few seconds to let that pain subside. He had a breakout year last year. 32 homers, 113 runs batted in, tied for 10th. The American League in home runs.
And don't forget, he also started really slowly last year, too, like he is now. He's terrible April.
Big guy takes up that entire left-hand hitter's box, open stance. And a pitch from Schlittler, swinging a miss on a breaking ball. 0-2.
And he's right at that curve. Usually he gets it second time around. First time around, you'll see the cutter and the fastball and that sinker. Now he's breaking out the curveball. It's got a beauty.
Infield pulled to the right. Rosario well off the line at third. The 0-2 in the dirt, dug out nicely by Wells.
And
I have a hockey shirt in my very immediate future here.
Putting on the hockey shirt.
1-2 pitch from Schlittler. Swung on and hit the other way into left field, base hit. It was a hanging breaking ball, and Vinny went with it to left field for the knock. First time Kansas City's had a base runner here tonight after Schlittler retires the first 11 members.
The MLB app's got game,
didn't try and do too much with it.
post-game, and everything you need in between. Plus personalized daily content that hits every time. Catch it now on the MLB app.
The secret in his approach, he wants to pull the ball in the air right field. There's the
2 outs,
changeup.
runner at first brings up Sal Perez. Rounded out to third. Right-hand hitter, Pasquantino. Not much of a lead. First pitch to Sal, fouls it straight back. 0-1.
And Vinny just snapped a 2 for 27 with that hit.
No scores. We play top of the 4th. Both teams. No run, 1 hit. There comes the 0-1 to Sal Perez, and swing and a foul off the screen of the third base dugout. 0-2. Slow start for South. 0 for 1 tonight. 169 batting average coming into today's game. 0-2. Schlittler deals. Fastball. Yeah, got him. Got him looking. Strike 3 called. 4th strikeout for Cam Schlittler. No runs, a hit, no errors, and the man left. We go bottom 4. Cody Bellinger will lead off for the Yankees when we get back on WFAN Yankees Radio, driven by Jeep.
Hi, it's Alicata here for Soda.
Hempstead.
Bottom of the 4th, brought to you by Cars for Kids. 877 Cars for Kids. That's Cars with a K to go donate your car today. Cody Bellinger leads off. Scoreless ball game. Bottom of the 4th. Here at Yankee Stadium with the wind blowing in about 16, 17 miles an hour from left field. It'll be Bellinger, Stanton, and Rice. 3, 4, and 5 against the veteran Michael Wacha. 2-0, a 0.43 ERA. Here's pitch. Swing and a foul straight back.
Baseball season means backyard season. Get your lawn ready with Pennington Grass Seed, the official partner of Yankees grounds crew, helping grow thick, durable grass built for backyard ball games.
Bellinger struck out his first time, struck out swinging, and he gets a piece of a hanging breaking ball, fouls it back. 0-2. Right now we pause for station identification on the Yankees Radio Network.
The home of Boomer and Geo. Morning 6 to 10 is WFAN, WFAN FM, WFAN FM HD1 New York, and Odyssey Sports Station.
Bellinger fouls off a pitch down the left field line. No score. Bottom of the 4th. Here's Wacha working quickly. Next pitch. Breaking ball outside.
Now, tonight, Garrett Cole was at Somerset, and I guess his night is done. 4 1/3 innings, gave up 3 runs on 3 hits, 1 walks, 3 strikeouts, 44 pitches.
Here's a pitch inside to Bellinger, breaking ball down and in. 2-2.
And you don't really look at results there, and tomorrow you find out how he feels. That 4 1/3, that's good. 44 pitches and 4 1/3, terrific.
2-2 from Wacha. Pitch swung on a looper in the left center field. That will get down. Base hit. Center fielder Kyle Isbell gets it back in. Good start to the Yankees' home 4th. It's their second hit of the evening. Judge had a double in the first inning. A flare job there by Cody Bellinger.
And he was trying to get that inside and down, and it stayed up about belt high.
Brings up Giancarlo Stanton.
And Bellinger now with a 6-game hit streak.
Stanton now 4 for 18 with a homer against Wacha. Looks at the pitch up high for ball 1. He popped out to Vinny Pasquantino, the first baseman, his first time up. Yankees come in with a 10-9 record. Game and a half off the pace in the East. There's the pitch. Checked his swing, but it's a breaking ball for a strike. 1-1. Kansas City, 4th place in the Central at 7-12. Yankees have really had their way with Kansas City here in this ballpark the last 5 years. Pitch inside, backed him off. Ball 2, 2-1.
A lot of teams with pretty much the same record. Texas and the A's and the Angels 10-9, 10-9, 10-10.
Here comes the 2-1 to Stanton, and the pitch outside. 3-1. He's pitching Stanton very carefully.
In the Central, Minnesota and Cleveland have the exact same record. Detroit right behind them at 10-9. Everybody's playing around, well, except for the Dodgers, who are ridiculous.
3-1. And a pitch on the outside corner for a strike, 3-2.
Everyone playing around 500. Dodgers 14-4.
Infield a double play depth. Outfield straight away and deep. Here comes a payoff pitch, and Big G swings through a breaking ball, strike 3. That's the 5th strikeout for Wacha. And there's one down here in the 4th. As we come to you live from the Provident Bank broadcast booth, Provident Bank commitment you can count on. Visit Provident.bank to learn more. Well, here's Ben Rice. Ben Rice, strikeout victim, opening up the first inning. The second inning, beg your pardon. Starts him out with a big breaking ball, 12-6 curveball in there for a strike. Infield moves itself around to the right for this left-hand slugger. Next pitch, up high. 1-1 to Ben. Wacha ready. He is working at a brisk pace. Pitch to Ben. Drive deep to right. It's a screaming line drive. Goodbye. Third row home run. Lower stands in right field. 2-run homer Ben Rice. And a 2-0 lead for the Yankees here in the 4th. And home run for Ben, his 6th, and RBIs 15 and 16.
And we had talked about having to have a laser shot to get it out tonight, and that's exactly what that was. The first Yankee homer is brought to you by your local Kia dealers. Visit Kia.com to discover movement that inspires. It's too much.
2-0 lead, Yankees. One out here in the 4th.
Homer number 6, 1-1 pitch.
Here's Rosario, right-hand hitter. Looks at the pitch outside, ball 1. Rosario 0 for 1, flied out to center his first time. But Ben Rice back-to-back games with home runs. 1-0 to Rosario. Fastball down low and outside, 2-0. Good count here from Ahmed. Here's the pitch. Swung on, hit to the shortstop, Bobby Witt Jr. Gobbles it up, throws over in time. Dug out by Pasquantino, out number 2. Hit it hard, but right to Witt. And that'll bring up Jazz Chisholm Jr. Walked his first time. Jazz looking for his first hit against Wacha.
Wacha at an ERA of under 1.
Jazz left-hand hitter, first pitch. Backs him off with a pitch. There's knees. Ball 1.
You've given up 1 run all season. First few starts until that home run.
Wacha deals and a pitch swung on, hit down the left field line. That will get knocked down, hits the tarp, foul territory. So Jazz got a 1-1 count here. So 2-0, just tuning in moments ago. Ben Rice, a low-flying liner. 2-run homer. 2-0 Yankees. Yankees have lost 7 of their last 9. Just coming off a split. A 4-game set with the Angels. 1-1. Went for the backdoor breaking ball. Missed. 2-1. Jazz trying to get on the hit parade here. Takes a pitch on the inner third for a called strike. 2-2. Yankees 2 runs on 3 hits, no runs, 1 hit. Cam Schlittler throwing a beauty. Retired the first 11 men that he faced. Here's the 2-2 to Jazz. Swing on, deep drive down the right field line, hooking foul.
There's that swing, though. Just a little bit early. He's shaking his head. He knows that was his pitch to hammer. Just a little bit
He has admitted he's had trouble with the fastball. See if he gets one here, if he can do something with it. 2-2, 2 out, nobody on. Wacha into the wind and a pitch. Fastball indeed, but down low, 3-2. 2-0 Yankees. Here comes the payoff to Jazz, and a fly ball. Right field, it's got some carry going back. Caglione on the track, though, as the wind pulled it back just enough. Jack was able to make the catch. 2-run homer by Ben Rice gives the Yankees a 2-0 lead going to the fifth. Here on WFAN Yankees Radio, driven by G.
Every day.
Cam Schlittler off to a good start here through 4. He's got 4 strikeouts. At one point retired the first 11 men that he's faced. Ben Rice just gave him a 2-0 lead as we go top of the 5th. Carter Jensen, Lane Thomas, Jack Caglione coming up 5, 6, and 7 for Kansas City. Top of the 5th brought to you by Elect 825, building our future. Jensen, second time up. He struck out on an 0-2 pitch. Left-hand hitter. DHing tonight. Catcher by trade. First pitch. Fastball away, ball 1.
Spring's here, so dress sharp like Charles Tyrrell, ambassador, and Yankee shortstop Anthony Volpe. Refresh your wardrobe this season with the London menswear brand trusted by the pros. Take 30% off everything with Cole Volpe at ctshirts.com today.
Here's 1-0 from Cam. Fastball right down the pipe for strike. 1-1. So the 4 strikeouts, 3 of them swinging, 1 looking for Schlittler. One pitch. Steps into the windup and the pitch. Fastball, swing and a miss. 1-2.
You know, that's that fastball. You just throw it right down the middle of the plate. All right, let's see what you got. Beautiful movement on Schlittler's. He's got such a good fastball.
Playing Jensen to pull in the infield. Outfield playing to hit the other way. Here's pitch, swing on and fouled off left side. 1-2.
Carter Jensen and Jack Caglione went out to Monument Park today. Guys are really, Jack was saying you can see how people get intimidated by this place. This is just an awesome ballpark. So they were out in Monument Park.
1-2 pitch from Cam. Fastball hit foul, left side. Well, it's the history of this franchise, and this is what the third version of Yankee Stadium, but there's so much history here, and Monument Park is just tremendous. I think it's really cool. I know some guys would be intimidated, but man, I was blown away by it. 1-2 pitch, breaking ball. Did he go? He did, as they check with Nestor Seja. Umpire at third, another strikeout for Schlittler. That's strikeout number 5, 1 down here in the 5th.
And a lot of managers, when they have a young team, will tell them to come early and walk around the park.
Yeah, you got to get a feel for baseball
you sure
history
do.
here.
Well, but you got to look. This place is very overwhelming. I mean, it's 5 decks, and
here's Lane Thomas, left fielder, flied out to center field. Grisham resetting more straight away out there. First pitch to him, broken bat looper. Here comes Caballero at shortstop. Makes a 2-hand catch, 2 down. Boy, got in his kitchen there, broke his bat. A quick 2 outs here in the 5th inning, a 2-0 Yankee lead. That'll bring up Jack Caglione. 4 doubles, a triple. Starting the day hitting hitting 273 with no homers and just 1 RBI.
273 is good for what numbers we've been seeing around. Just hasn't hit a home run yet.
Here's Schlittler's first pitch. Swing on, hit the other way over the reaching glove of Rosario into left field for a base hit.
A great stroke. Can see why they brought him right up.
Those numbers at the University of Florida, he had his 2023 season. He had an 1126 OPS and came back the next year with a 1419 OPS, 35 homers. Easy to see why he was the first round pick, 6th overall in 2024. So 2 out, 1 on. Michael Massey, second baseman, left-hand hitter. Flat out the left, chokes up on that bat just a little bit. Pitch from Schlittler up top and missed. Too high, ball 1.
And with that hit, Caglianone's now hitting 4 straight. He's 6 for his last 13.
Here comes a gusty wind again. 1-0 pitch here to Massey. Swung on and sent to left center field. Going on back is Grisham towards the 399. Casually makes the catch at about the 390 mark for out number 3. No runs ahead, no errors in the man left for Kansas City. We go bottom 5. Jose Caballero will lead off. Yankees lead at 2-0 on WFAN Yankees Radio, driven by Jeep. This broadcast is fueled by Citgo. Whether you're crossing the state line or just going cross town, Club Citgo can save you money on every fill-up along the way. When you start with Citgo, you're good to go.
Memorial Sloan Kettering Cancer Center specializes in more than 400 types of cancer, including the most important one, yours. What does it take to face cancer with confidence? It takes MSK. Visit msk.org/expert because where you're treated first matters.
Wow, that's a lot of distractions. Why don't you just focus on the road?
Relax, I'm a great driver.
What about other drivers? Not everyone's a great driver.
I can watch out for them. I'll be fine.
Watch out! In 2023, more than 3,200 people died due to distracted drivers. Keep your eyes on the road. This message brought to you by the New York State Governor's Traffic Safety Committee.
25 a month, 5 whole years. Same sweet number in your ears. Check it in a year, check it in 5. This ain't optimum 5, but price is still alive. 25 a month, 5 whole years. Same sweet number in your ears. Get Optimum famously fast fiber internet. Optimum.com/25 for 5. Or call 8884-OPTIMUM. Terms apply. See Optimum.com for details.
When travel plans go wrong, a Travel Guard travel insurance plan may help make it right. Visit TravelGuard.com. That's TravelGuard.com.
Hit by a car? Need help? Call the Barnes firm now at 1-800-8-MILLION. With offices in Manhattan and Long Island. Could be the best call you're gonna make.
Jose Caballero going to lead off for the Yankees here, leading 2-0 against Michael Wacha and the Kansas City Royals. Bottom 5. He'll be followed by Wells and Grisham. Wacha, quick worker. He's ready to go. And the first pitch is fouled off by Cabby.
The Bet365 real-time money line is now minus 950 for the Yankees, plus 575 for the Royals, powered by Bet365. Gambling problem, 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only.
2-run homer, Ben Rice. Scoring so far. Next pitch in the dirt. 1-1. Caballero, first time up, struck out on a 1-2 pitch. Wacha struck out 5, has walked 1. The walk didn't hurt him, but he did give up a leadoff single to Bellinger in the 4th after striking out Stanton. Rice hit a 2-run homer to right field. Here's 1-1 to Caballero up high. 2-1. Infield of Garcia, Witt, Massey, and Pasquantino. Outfield Thomas, Isbell, and Caglione. Off-speed pitch up high. So ball 3. Be good to have Caballero on. He's 8 out of 8 in base stealing. Yankees as a team, Milwaukee and Minnesota, the only teams, and Miami, the only teams ahead of them. Next pitch down low, ball 4.
Yeah, that's not who you want to put on.
Second walk by Wacha. 2 walks. The 7-hole hitting Chisholm, and now the 8-hole hitting Caballero. Opposing pitcher walk of the game brought to you by North Shore Adult Diapers. For even the heaviest control problems, visit northshore.com. Chance to build on this 2-0 lead. Caballero got the gloves on, does not go. First pitch breaking ball to Wells. And Wells is challenging.
Oh, the catcher is challenging.
The catcher's challenging.
And he's right again.
It is a strike. Kansas City has 2 challenges remaining.
And he's talking to Wells, because I think Wells said they had some kind of discussion there. They're both kind of laughing.
Wells left-hand hitter, bounced out to first. Caballero back, chase back on the throw over by Wacha. Cabby 8 for 8 in base stealing. There's Chisholm having a good year in that department, 8 out of 9.
So Salvi now is 15 for 20. That's
quick pitch there by Wacha. Boy, short stride to the plate. The pitch was off high for ball 1. Caballero taking his lead. A 1-1 and a pitch. Swung on a high fly ball sent to center field. Chasing back Isbell. Just in front of the track. Now he has to come back in as the wind knocked it down. The wind's blowing hard in from left field. Makes a catch out there, 1 away.
Isn't that interesting? Everybody, they go back, and then it gets up in that wind, and they all have to come in. Every single ball that's been in the air has done that.
Trent Grisham for the 3rd time. He's flied out to left, flied out to right. 1 out, 1 on here in the 5th inning. 2-0 Yankees. Game 1, 3-game set with Kansas City. Day games the next 2 days. Cabby, boy, he was taking an aggressive lead. Bouncing out there, and Wacha threw over. But Cabby's so good he got back quickly, but that's kind of close.
Yeah.
Second base umpire, what's he doing? Oh, that's Chris Guccione, the crew chief, walking close towards the mound. Also trying to stay out of the eyesight of Grisham, the hitter. Chris on the first base side of second, in on the grass. Cabby with a good lead. Doesn't go. Here's pitch. Swung on, hit the other way. Backhanded by Witt. Doesn't have a play at second. Throws over to first. What a stretch by Pasquantino to complete the play. Wow. Big Vinny showing him some elasticity out there. And they record the out on Grisham.
That was like a big split, like a ballet split. And that was terrific play. And Bobby Witt had a big smile on his face. He didn't want to take the chance of going to second. Really smart. He just got him. But Vinny made that play on the other end.
Here's Judge. 2 out, runner at second, 2-0 Yankees pitch. Way outside, ball 1. Judge swinging the first pitch that he saw back in the 2nd inning. Then a low screaming liner into the left field corner for a double. They had to hustle to get there. Caballero at 3rd. Here's pitch to Judge. A speed pitch. He flinched a little bit and took it. Ball 2.
That's drilled to right field, off the bat of Rice. There it goes. See ya. Into the short porch. A bullet by Rice. And the Yankees lead 2-0.
Talking about the exit velocity with Rice and how good it is. Well, this one was really good. His 6th of the year.
To booing a pitcher when he throws out. There goes Cabby. He's taking off at 3rd. Wacha wasn't paying attention. Head first slide. Stolen base. Jose Caballero. He's such a disruptor. That's 9 for 9.
And that is always stolen on the pitcher. When you steal 3rd, it's because, and he was running and he didn't even see him. He didn't even throw over.
Caballero, what a play. Now, the 3rd run, 90 feet away, and a good count to Judge, 2-0. The pitch, breaking ball, catches the outside corner for strike, 2-1.
Yeah, that's what, he's getting him a little, have you noticed he's gotten a little more lively, Caballero? You know, he's doing a lot more Caballero things now lately.
That's who he is, and he gets on base, boy. That's something else. Pitch to Judge inside. So Aaron, I know he's a great hitter, but he's got to be thinking, hey, how far can I hit this next pitch? He's got a 3-1 count. Here's a pitch. Up high. Not going to hit that one. Ball 4. He's aboard for the second time. 2 walks this inning, 3 for the game for Wacha, and an opportunity here for Cody Bellinger. Boy, Wacha had his head down, wasn't paying attention, was collecting his thoughts, and Cabby had like a sort of secondary jump, and he said, screw it, let's go. And he got there, no problem.
And having a infield meeting on the mound. What do you want to do here?
Got a right-hander, Stanton, on deck. We got runners at the corners. Bellinger, a left-hand hitter. He's 1 for 2 tonight. 3 for 11 career with a home run against Wacha. 2-0 Yankees here in the 5th, threatening for more. Full house on hockey jersey night. And first pitch from Wacha, and taken for strike. Judge did a bluff like he was going to take off for second. Strike 1 to Bellinger. Wacha ready to go, and look at Belly stepping out on him. I like that. Don't let the pitcher dictate. He wants to pitch every 5 or 6 seconds. And regroup. Here's the 0-1. Here's pitch. Swung on and dribbled back to Stanton in the on-deck circle. Right side. Runners at the corners here for the Yankees. Caballero at third, Judge at first. 2-0 Yankees on 3 hits. 2-run homer by Ben Rice in the 4th inning. Cam Schlittler getting a lot of rest here right now, as he's pitched 5 really strong innings with 5 strikeouts, no walks, and giving up 2 hits.
Salvi just went out for a minute, giving defensive signals to the rest of the infield.
2 strikes to Bellinger. He does a good job protecting the plate. Might slap one to left field. There's the 0-2. And he takes strike 3 called, and he says, no. Challenge that, pal.
Call on the field is a strike. The batter is challenging.
Charlie Ramos is the home plate umpire.
It is a ball. New York has 2 challenges remaining.
How much to spare was that? Half
an inch. And when you see it on the screen, it looks like a lot, but it's a half an inch. Just look at it. What is a half an inch? Just think of the ruler. It's a teeny little thing.
Good opportunity. Cash it in right here. 1-2. Runners at the corners. 2 outs. Wacha deals the pitch. Bounced up there. Sal blocks it. Throws off the mask. No advance by either runner. 2-2.
A lot of pitches right here, too. That one he just jerked right into the ground, hit Salvi on the chest protector, bounced back down in front of him.
Caballero started the inning with a walk, moved to second on a ground out, stole third. Judge walked, and now we've got runners at the corners and a 2-2 to Bellinger. Here's the pitch. There goes Judge. Pitch taken inside for ball 3. Judge with a stolen base standing up. So the captain's 4 out of 5 in base stealing. Couple of bags here tonight for the Yankees. Base hit will mean 2 here if Belly can get it done. 3-2. The pitch from Wacha. Swung on, popped it up. Center field. Witt going out. Center fielder coming in. Center fielder coming in. Wow, he made it knee high. That wind is affecting everything in the air. Yankees threaten, don't score, leave 2. We go to the 6th. 2-0 Yankees on top of Kansas City. WFAN Yankees Radio, driven by G.
Hi, it's Alec.
Get checked.
Cam Schlittler's thrown 65 pitches, looked really good through 5. A 2-0 lead here against the Kansas City Royals, first of a 3-game set. Glad you've joined us. He's going to face 9-1-2, Isbel, Garcia, and Witt. Isbel, a 10 hitter. First pitch from Cam, up high, ball 1.
Time to deliver the scores from around the league, brought to you by Amazon Hub Delivery. Visit amazon.com/Hub Delivery.
Isbel, second time up. He flied out to Grisham in center. Yankees lead 2-0 and a Ben Rice home run in the 4th. 1-0 pitch. Breaking ball swung on, popped up right side. Going back is Ben Rice in fair territory. It's a one-hand catch. There's one out.
Well, both starters, Chris Bassett and Tanner Bybee, are out of the game, and there's still no score in Cleveland. Baltimore's in there in the bottom of the 7th, no score. Now it's going to be up to the relievers. Also, no score in Boston. Detroit is in. Detroit's won 6 in a row. Casey Mize and Ranger Suarez is still going at it. Top of the 6th, no score. Also, no score in Minnesota. Since Cincinnati and the Twins, they just started there in the 2nd.
Top of the order is Michael Garcia. Third baseman, couple of groundouts, 0 for 2. Right-hand hitter. For
up now, but St. Louis scored 1 in the top of the 1st.
Houston's scuffling big time, 8-12. They challenged that.
It is the ball. Kansas City has 2 challenges remaining.
Garcia wins that challenge. He's ahead 1-0. Garcia,
pretty
good start for him. For anybody, 280. A team that's not exactly ripping the cover off the ball. 1-0 pitch. Down low with a breaking ball, 2-0.
Cubs all over the Mets, 12-4 this afternoon. That's their 9th straight loss. Atlanta shutting out Philadelphia 7-0. They're in the top of the 7th in Philly.
Here comes the 2-0 from Cam to Garcia. Fastball fed it right down the middle for a called strike. 2 balls, 1 strike.
8-3 San Francisco leading Washington. Bottom of the 6th, they are in Washington. Logan Webb still in there. Zach Littell started. He went 4.
2-1. And a pitch from Cam. Almost hit him. The breaking ball got away. Way inside. 3-1.
All tied up. Pittsburgh and Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay's run just came on a Junior Caminero RBI single. Nick Martinez against Bubba Chandler. 3-1 Milwaukee leading Miami in the 5th. Everything else later.
3-1 Schlittler. Has not walked anybody. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Swing and a foul straight back. Cutter at 93. 1 out, nobody on here in the 6th. 2-0 Yankees. 2 runs, 3 hits. No errors for the Yankees. They've left 4 men on. Kansas City's left 2 on. They have no runs, 2 hits. Here comes the payoff at 3-2. The pitch from Cam. Just missed outside. That's his first ball 4, his first walk. So they'll bring up Bobby Witt Jr. This kid has the entire package. Can hit for power. He's fast. He can steal bases. Already a 2-time All-Star.
And just 25.
Yep. First round pick number 2 to Adley Rutschman. First pitch, a fastball in there for a strike from Cam Schlittler. Struck out 5. That walk is first.
Now, Cam Schlittler has now faced 100 batters this season. That's his 2nd walk. With 35 strikeouts.
0-1. Breaking ball, swinging him. Foul tip into the glove of Wells. 0-2. By the way, bottom of the 5th brought to you by Key Food and their family of supermarkets. Caballero and Chisholm at double play depth in the infield. 1 out, 1 on. And the 0-2 here to Bobby Witt Jr. The pitch in the dirt, blocked beautifully by Wells. Pitch was spiked. 1-2. Bobby Witt Jr. has struck out and grounded out to first.
Can you imagine? I think about that. 2 walks and 100 batters.
That's very impressive.
35 strikeouts.
Makes him a very happy pitching coach. 1-2 pitch. Runner at first. He holds in the pitch. Swing on and sent to center field. Backing up Grisham. Turns. Back on the track. Reaches up. In and out of his glove. He had it. And if came out of his glove as he squeezed it. Oh, should have made that catch. He tracked it beautifully. He got to the spot where it was going to land, and they give him an E8.
We're looking at it again, hit it right in the palm of his hand, and it just bounced out, and he went and got it. And the only reason the run didn't score was they had to wait. They thought that, obviously, that the ball was going to be caught. So Garcia didn't get to score.
So Witt's at second. Wow. One out on the E8. And again, he took a fabulous route. He ran right to the spot where he thought the ball was going to go. He got there, leaned a little bit, and no, it just didn't work.
It just didn't work. It just bounced right off.
That is his first error of the season.
Now Wells smartly going out and talking to Cam. Just calm him down for a minute.
Everything but the catch. Now he's got to pick up his teammate here with a tough customer here in Vinny Pasquantino. Got a hard base hit to left on a 1-2 pitch. Got a pitch up and away from him, and he went with it. He could see it too. Boy, it was right above his letters. So now Rosario toes on the grass at third. Caballero playing up the middle, and Chisholm guarding a 4-hole on the right side. First pitch to Big Vinny. Fastball ripped down the right field line. Way foul. Woo!
97-mile-an-hour fastball. Just a little early on that.
2-0 Yankees with tying runs aboard here for Kansas City, top of the 6th. So 2 runs, 3 hits, an error for the Yankees, and no runs, 2 hits for KC. Here we go, 0-1. Pitch to Pasquantino. Here it comes. Breaking ball. Swing on and foul right at home plate. So 0-2. A huge out right here to get this big left-hand hitter. Got Sal Perez, a right-hand hitter on deck. Schlittler trying to keep it right here, 2-0. Tied the first 11 men that he faced. 1 out, runners at second and third, 2-0 Yankees, and an 0-2 to Pasquantino. And the pitch from Schlittler, breaking ball, hit down the first base line, fair ball to Ben Rice. He fields, throws to Schlittler for the out, run scores. It's a 2-1 ball game. Coming home scores Garcia, Witt to third.
So hitting it to that side, you know you're going to get the run in.
So an RBI for Vinny, that's his 9th. So 2 outs, Witt Jr. at third, and the hitter Sal Perez. First pitch to Big Sal, swing on and hits a fly ball, short right field. Here comes Judge, going back Rice. It'll be a wow. Nobody caught it, and it just went foul by the width of a baseball.
Boy, they are so lucky. 3 there, 3 people there. Rice is there. He looked like he was going to get it. Jazz was over there, and then Judge was in there. I think he thought, did he think Judge was coming in, or did he just miss that?
Well, a little of that, and the fact that the wind knocked it back a little bit too. And Rice peripherally could see Judge coming, and he backed off. That could have been a huge out. 0-1 to Sal Perez, who is 0 for 2.
It was fouled by about 8 inches.
Ground out the third, strikeout looking. Righty on righty here, the 0-1. Runner at third is Witt. Here's pitch. Breaking ball, swing on. This has popped up right side. Rice under it. Will it come back? No, it does not. First base side behind the Yankee dugout. But Schlittler is ahead in the count 0-2. Sal Perez held the single-season catching home run record of 48 until Cal Raleigh broke that last year. 8th on the all-time catchers home run list. Schlittler trying to get out of it. He's ahead 0-2 to Perez with the tying run at third. 2 out. Here in the 6th, the pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out up top. went after him. Schlittler puts the glove over his face and lets out a little yell there, but that was a heck of a pitch to get Big Sal a run on no hits and error and a man left. To the home sixth we go, 2-1 lead for the Yankees on WFAN Yankees Radio, driven by Jeep. We got a good one here at the stadium, everybody. 2-1 Yankees, and the meat of the order coming up for the Yankees, presented by Chef IQ Sense, an intuitive wireless meat thermometer that makes dinner easy. Never under or overcook your chicken, fish, or meat. Again, buy yours today at chefiq.com. 2-1 lead Yankees. Here's Giancarlo Stanton to lead off, 0 for 2 against Michael Wacha. Big breaking ball outside, ball one.
Storage Post is your home for local self-storage solutions, climate-controlled units, top-notch security, and the official self-storage partner of the New York Yankees.
1-0 to Big G. Swing and a miss. A fastball letter high. 1-1. Two-run homer, Ben Rice, for the 2 runs for the Yankees. That was in the 4th inning. With Bellinger on board, his pitch swung on, popped up over the Yankee dugout, first base side. Garcia, Witt Jr., Massey, and Pasquantino. The infield, Thomas Isbell and Caglione in the outfield. 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss. A weak waving pitch way outside. Strike 3 on Stanton, and there's 1 down for Wacha. Strikeout number 6. Brings up Ben Rice. 1-1 pitch. Hit it about 3 rows deep in the lower right field stands.
Wacha, originally a number 1 pick of the Cardinals way back in 2012.
First pitch to Ben. Up high, ball 1.
He threw very, very hard back then. Spent some time with the Mets, the Rays, the Red Sox. Every year they say, well, he must be done. Never is.
1-0 on his back foot. Ben Rice 2-0. He's had a nice career for sure.
Had a nice career. He's turned from just a hard thrower. Remember, he had all those hard throwers back at that time in St. Louis. Wacha was one of them. Turned into a pitcher.
2-0. Speed pitch in there for a strike. You don't generally put him in this category, but he is a crafty right-hander.
Yes.
I would say that about left-handers.
It's great to remake yourself.
2-1, hit hard, pulled foul, right side. 2-2 to Ben Rice. The home run was number 6. And RBIs 15 and 16 back in the 4th inning. I think he's only had 3 hits. Bellinger's single in that inning where Rice homered. Here's pitch outside. So 3-2. Judge has a hit in the first. And then Bellinger and Rice hits in the 4th. That's it. 2 hits for Kansas City. Pasquantino and Caglione. Payoff here. Swung on a hit to left field. See if the wind's going to do some damage to it. Yep, it's going to blow it back in a little bit. Lane Thomas under it to make the play. I think on a day when that wind's blowing out, it might have helped it going out of the ballpark. But it's coming straight in from left field.
Well, a lot of those, if it's warmer, about 20, it's gotten very cold here. Really dropped. This weather's been nuts. From 90 to 60 in just a day.
Here's Ahmed Rosario. First pitch to Rosario, in tight, backs him off. Ball one.
Well, we knew it was a big crowd, 44,244.
Every bit of it. Righty on righty here, 2 outs. Wacha deals, pitch swung on and popped up right side. Taking a look, he's past Mantino into the stands for strike. These two teams have not had a lot of laughs in one-run games. Kansas City's 0-5. The Yankees are 2-6. This pitch swung on and foul back.
The best in daily gaming is on MLB Play, where every day starts with brand new puzzles and challenges. From daily walk-off to spinball to beat the streak. Play MLB Play today.
In total, they've lost 7 of 9.
Say he wants to work on that cutter sinker.
By a total of 7
as
runs.
Weapons for maybe a double play. Ooh, Salvi tapping the helmet.
The call on the field is the ball. The catcher is challenging.
ABS is powered by T-Mobile.
Big gap left center field.
It is a
for Rosario.
And a distraction over at first base and Caballero.
And right field down the line,
comes to the plate quickly.
The call on the field is the ball. The catcher is challenging.
Wacha ready. Winds and deals his pitch. Swung on, jam shot. Hit down to third. Markel Garcia throws across in time to get the Yankee third baseman. Route number 3 here in the 6th inning. 1-2-3 go the Yankees. 7th inning coming up. It's a 2-1 Yankee lead on WFAN Yankees Radio, driven by G.
Hey, America.
Entertaining game here at the stadium. 2-1 Yankees over Kansas City. And here's Cam Schlittler pitching into the 7th inning.
And he's been terrific tonight. He was a little down after that last start. Didn't think he had stuff. Took it kind of hard. But this is a bounce back. That's what you do. Get back to work.
Carter Jensen, Lane Thomas, and Jack Caglione coming up. 5, 6, and 7. First pitch. Breaking ball and a beauty in there for a called strike 1.
When the game's on the line, you call the closer at Morgan & Morgan. They are ready to answer that call. Injured, dial pound law or visit forthepeople.com. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm and proud partner of the New York Yankees.
Next pitch from Cam. High fastball, swing and a miss. 0-2. Jensen's already struck out twice. Cam has struck out 6. Walked 1. That walk scored thanks to an error in center field. A rare error by Trent Grisham. 2-1 lead for the Yankees, top 7. Here comes the 0-2. He deals. Bounced it up there. Ball 1.
Brent Hedrick up for the Yankees.
Left-hand hitter Carter Jensen, DHing. Backup catcher. 1-2 pitch. Way outside and high. Ball 2, 2-2.
You know, if you're a young catcher, backing up a guy like Salvi Perez is not a bad thing at all.
We'll have to learn.
Yep.
2-2. Cam working from that first base side of the rubber. Big, tall right-hander deals up high. The fastball 3-2.
Fastball still at 97, 98.
To which he said, "Oh, to be young again." 2 runs, 3 hits, an error for the Yankees. A run on 2 hits for KC. Here comes the payoff. The 3-2. Fastball, tried to dot it outside and missed. Ball 4, second walk. Tying runs aboard. And coming up is Lane Thomas. Right-hand hitter is 0 for 2. A fly to center, pop out to short.
And that was a very good, composed discipline at bat for a 22-year-old. Carter Jensen.
Infield at double play depth. First pitch here to Thomas, and he fouls it straight back. 0-1. Lane Thomas out of Knoxville, Tennessee, 5th-round pick of Toronto back in 2014. Kansas City is 4th team. St. Louis, Washington, Cleveland. Now here with the Royals. Not a big lead at first. 0-1 to Thomas. Runner holds his pitch. This down and in. 1-1. Score big on authentic gear at MLBshop.com. From official jerseys and memorabilia to hats and hoodies, we've got the season covered. Visit MLBshop.com/Yankees. Official source for your Yankees gear. 1-1. Cam looking for a ground ball. Hit it right to Cappy. Here's a pitch. Back this way. Make a play.
Right off the deck. Went all the way back down to the legend seats. Wow.
So a ball and 2 strikes to Lane Thomas. Came in with a 194 batting average, 1 double. Runner at first. Here's the 1-2. Schlittler holds. He kicks, deals, pitch, swung on, hit right side, through the hole into right field, base hit. So here come the Royals now with a couple men aboard. Good 2-strike hitting by Lane Thomas, a right-hand hitter shooting it the other way.
Yeah, in that state, you want to get that fastball up by the letters, and that was a little bit down. And here comes Aaron Boone. He's going to go to that bullpen, walking slowly, give Hedrick a chance to take one more pitch. This call to the bullpen is brought to you by Red Pocket Mobile. Visit redpocket.com to see why more Americans are switching. Nice standing ovation for Cam Schlittler here. To see why more Americans are switching to better wireless while paying less.
Cards for Kids. KARS Cards for Kids. 1-877 Cards for Kids. Donate your card today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 877 Cars for Kids to speak to a friendly live agent. Donation is super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Go to carsforkids.org now or call 877 Cars for Kids to donate your car today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids.
Did you know you can donate real estate too? Go to carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K.
Summers in New Jersey were made to wow you. From sun and wows to fun and wows, chillin' wows to thrillin' wows. So come see what your wow's gonna be. New Jersey. It's one summer wow after another after another. Find your wow at visitnj.org. New Jersey. Little state, lot of wow.
This pitching change is sponsored by River Spring Living. I've seen firsthand what makes life at River Spring Living special. Visit riverspringliving.org today. Well, the new pitcher is the lefty Brett Hedrick. He's done very well. Cam Schlittler leaves to a standing ovation.
See if Hedrick can get some outs here. Runners at first and second. A 2-1 Yankee lead. First pitch. Swing and a miss by Jack Caglione. Lefty on lefty right here. Caglione with a base hit to left his last time up. He's 1 for 2, striking out in his first time.
And he's got that slider working against the lefty. Hard to see where the ball leaves his hand. This is hard for a guy like Caglione to pick up.
Next pitch, swing and a miss. Making ball 0-2.
Yeah, 2 of them. 2 sliders, almost the same spot. Hedrick has an ERA of 1.74 in 10 1/3 innings. He's been very good. You can see who's in the circle of trust. 5 walks, 12 strikeouts.
Caglione race setting now. Deep in that box, open stance. Holds that bat parallel to the ground. Off that left shoulder. Now he loads. Here's a pitch. Swing and a miss. They tripled up. And really abused the youngster right there. That's a huge strikeout by Hedrick. 1 out with 2 on.
And really smart. 3. He was way ahead of the first one, and he never caught up.
Jonathan India is going to do some pinch hitting here. One-time National League Rookie of the Year with the Cincinnati Reds. He's going to pinch hit for Massey.
Yeah, they got him thinking that he was going to be a great leadoff hitter for them. It really hasn't worked out. He's only hitting 174. Of course, nobody's hitting this year, but he's been here while they made a trade for him so that they had a leadoff hitter because they didn't have one. It just didn't work out.
Rookie of the Year in 21 with the Reds. He had 269, 21 homers, 69 RBIs in 150 games, and he's fallen off. Since then.
Matt Blake out here. Camilo Duval is warming up for the Yankees.
India will stay on and play second base.
Doesn't have that long hair anymore. And
yeah, that was an identifying factor with India for years.
I didn't recognize who it was. This consultation on the mound is brought to you by the Barnes Firm. Injury attorneys. Call for a free consultation at 1-800-8-MILLION.
Well, I'll tell you who still has his long hair, Matt Stram.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
As soon as he walked in the club, I said, I know who that is.
You know who that is, yes.
Reliever, left-hand reliever for KC has been around. Big spot right here. 2-1 lead Yankees, top of the 7th, Kansas City. 1 out, runners at first and second. Jonathan India, right-hand hitter against Hedrick. Hedrick deals, pitch, up high, ball 1. Massey's day done. He flied out to left and to center.
And of course, India's second baseman, he'll just go right in there.
1-0. And a pitch from Hedrick. The fastball for a called strike, 1-1.
And you can always tell with Hedrick when his fastball's around 94, usually has a good outing. And if it gets a little less, then the difference between the fastball and the slider isn't that much.
Hedrick from the third base side of the rubber. Pitch swing on him, foul back. So he's ahead 1-2.
Staying right with the four-seamer. That was 95.
So 1-2 to India pinch hitting here. You got Jensen at second, Thomas at first. 2 runs, 3 hits, an error for the Yankees. A run on 3 hits for KC. Would love a double play ball. Here's the pitch from Hedrick. Swung on and a fly ball, right field. Foul territory. Rice checking, tracking, makes the catch and gets it back. I tell you what, for a guy who did some catching for a lot of time, that's a heck of a play. Foul territory to make that play. Out number 2.
The wind everywhere, and he had to reach backwards. He almost did a back bend to go and get that ball.
Yeah, he can overrun it, right?
Yep.
That's oh, man.
He did a back bend.
Yes, he did. That's big man flexibility. Here's another pinch hitter, the veteran. The guy's had a heck of a career. Starling Marte with his orange shoes. Doesn't quite go with the gray road uniforms and the blue trim of the Kansas City Royals. He's hitting .211.
Amazing. These numbers all over baseball are just stunning to me.
With the Mets last year in 98 games, he had .270 with 9 homers and 34 runs batted in. Right-hand hitter. And first pitch swing and slashes one down the right field line. It's slicing foul into the stands.
Wow.
When he was at Pittsburgh, Starling Marte, 8 years there. It was an all-star 1 year with them, with the Pirates. And Greg Brown, their TV announcer. Marte Parte.
Marte Parte. I remember.
15th season in the bigs. Good for him. Out of Santo Domingo in the Dominican Republic. Throw to Sayati. Pickoff attempt goes to center field. Grisham, he picks it up, bobbles. Both runners advance. So a pickoff attempt goes awry. Now you got two runners in scoring position. Hedrick, oh, wow, that wasn't close.
Yeah,
Jazz had no chance.
He threw it to the shortstop side of second base, and Jazz was right on the base. If he throws it to him, he probably gets him. But it went right to the left of Jazz. He had no shot of getting that. Both runners move up, so that is an E1.
Well, that's a bad play. Got a guy coming cold off the bench and trying to make that play. Wow. Here's a pitch at Marte. Down low. 1-1. I think even if Cabby was there, that play wouldn't have been made. I mean, at the very least, it would not have gone into center field. Let's just leave it at that.
Right.
Here's a 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss and a good breaking ball down and in.
I just wonder why they did it anyway. Why he turned. I mean,
100%. Crowd coming to its feet, 44,244. There's a huge out to get. Runners at second and third, 2 outs. A 1-2 pitch to Marte. Bouncing ball. Chopper to Hedrick. Throws the first in time. Got him. Wow. Talk about a great escape. Bottom of the order was trying to get things done for Kansas City. No runs. 1 hit, an error, and 2 left. Bottom 7 coming up. It's a 2-1 Yankee lead here on WFAN Yankees Radio, driven by G.
Each week during the baseball season, RWJ Barnabas Health, New Jersey's most comprehensive health system, and WFAN will take a look and see how many bombs have been launched into the outfield seats.
Fans, the power is back on. Aaron Judge is dominated for the Yankees this week, hitting his 7th home run of the season on Wednesday night against Los Angeles. Judge also had a multi-homer game earlier in the series, leading the team's power surge. Trent Grisham also contributed significantly with homers in the same series against Los Angeles. It seems as the weather warms up, so do the bats.
This home run tally has been presented by WFAN and RWJ Barnabas Health, New Jersey's most comprehensive health system. Let's be healthy together.
2-1 Yankees as we go to the 7th. Right now we pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to New York Yankees baseball.
Talk Bronx Bombers baseball. Middays with Evan and Tiki on 1019 WFAN, WFAN FM, WFAN FM HD1, New York, and Odyssey Sports Station.
Glad you could join us for baseball here tonight. Dave Sims, Susan Waldman, Connor Green, Rick Roush, and Emmanuel Babari. 2-1 Yankees.
And 7th inning stretch is sponsored by Visit Atlantic City. Plan your visit to our iconic beachside destination.
Starling Marte in left field.
Jonathan India will be at second base, and Lane Thomas moves to center.
A 2-1 lead. Like to get some more insurance tallies here. Lane Thomas in center.
And on the mound, veteran Eli Morgan. He was came up with Cleveland.
First pitch to Jazz Chisholm, fouled off left side. Jazz Chisholm, Caballero, and Wills here.
He'll change speeds, doesn't throw out overly hard, change speed. Always very effective with Cleveland.
Next pitch from the right-hander. Way upstairs and outside. Eli Morgan.
It's been their bullpen that has let them down lately.
1-1. Pitch inside to Jazz. And Sal's going to challenge that. Sal Perez. He's been frighteningly good.
No.
It is a strike. Kansas City has 2 challenges remaining.
He doesn't miss. He doesn't miss. He laughs about it, too. He's laughing.
Where did you have him? He was the top 2?
Yeah, he and Will Smith, the guy from the Dodgers.
Yeah. 1-2 here to Jazz. Breaking ball outside. 2-2.
He's 16 for 21.
And tonight he's like, what, 3 for 3?
Yeah, 3 for 3. He knows these veteran catchers, they know what they're doing, right?
2-2 to Jazz. Pitch. Swing on a hit foul behind home plate. Man, he wanted that. He's jumping at the plate knowing I should have hit that the other way. Infield pulled hard to the right outfield. Not deep for Jazz. Still looking for that first home run. Morgan, right-hander, kicks and deals. Here's a pitch. Outside, ball 3. And Jazz's wheels on the base pass could be very helpful to the Yankees.
Morgan this year 0-1. 3 games, only 6 innings. 1.50 ERA.
3-2 pitch to Jazz. Taken inside. They got a base.
His second walk, and I've said this a lot, Jason Giambi always said, I always knew when I was coming out of a slump because I'd start to walk. So this is a very good sign for Jazz Chisholm.
We saw the Yankees do a little hit and run against the Angels. You got Cabby at the plate, and you got Jazz at first.
Jazz 5 walks in his last 3 games.
Caballero takes outside, ball 1.
Because usually when you have a prolonged slump or get off to a bad start, you're not seeing the ball well. But if you're walking, you are seeing it. So that's the next step.
Jazz with a red, yellow, and blue sliding glove left hand. 1-0. He doesn't go. He's a pitch to Cabby way out in front of a breaking ball. Strike 1. Austin Wells on deck, brought to you by TimberTech and TimberTech Decking and Railing. Everything wood should be. Visit TimberTech.com. All right, let's see if this is an action pitch right here. 1-1. Throw over to first. Back with the dive is Jazz. Michael Wacha, 6 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs, both earned.
Comenzaron la acción de hoy, juego y medio tras de los Tampa Bay Rays en el este de la Liga Americana. Vuelve Morgan, toca de bola pero le sale foul. Tiene que regresar Jazz. Caballero al plato, tratando de sorprender. Uno y 2 el conteo. Morgan se prepara la cintura. Vuelve. Curva. Bate roto. Un roletacito por primera, pero se abre de foul. A ver si regresa. Ay, no. La bola tenía la rotación y Pascuantino dejó que la bola regresara a la tiza, pero no a la que cuenta. En el runner's box.
Después, al fin y al cabo, se quedó quieto la pelota y se mantuvo.
El bate se rajó por la mitad. Nuevo madero para Caballero. Siguen 1 y 2. Jazz en primera. Morgan lanza. Caballero, swing, batazo por el central, pero le llega al center field. Y ahí está el primer out. Tienen ahora la defensa. Lane Thomas en el central. Jonathan India en segunda y Starling Marte en el izquierdo. Pues mueve a Lane Thomas al central. Marte left. India en segunda. Un out. Aquí viene el primo. Y deja pasar el primero. ¿Te gusta ese del primo?
Sí. Quiero saber de dónde. Después me cuenta de dónde lo sacaste eso.
Eso simplemente el público dominicano en las redes sociales lo nombraron el primo, el lanzamiento alto.
El primo.
Se volvió puro dominicano en el Clásico Mundial. Pues de cariño.
Claro.
El primo. Hombre en primera con una. Morgan lanza. Swing.
Pudo haber sido brother también. El brother.
No, Félix, le pusieron el primo. No discutan, le pusieron el primo. Se vino la primera, Morgan.
No le gustó nada al público. Tenía tirado Morgan a la primera base. Quiere que Morgan le siga lanzando el primo.
Ay. Morgan lanza. Se le queda adentro. 3 bolas y un strike. Jazz Chisholm en primera, 1 out, séptimo inning. Yankees 2, Royals 1. Morgan lanza, se va al corredor, cuarta bola mano. Para primera el primo. Jazz.
Followed by Judge.
Well, this is what Kansas City was saying is, when you don't hit, the bullpen is in every day. They have lost these games with their bullpen. Have a visit from
Brian Sweeney, pitching coach.
The pitching coach.
So an opportunity right here for the Yankees. Last year they swept the season series. Last April here. 4-1, 4-2, 4-3 Yankee wins. In June, Kansas City 10-2, 6-3, and 1-0 victories. So Grisham looking for his first hit tonight. He's 0 for 3, fly to left, fly to right, and a ground out to short. Got 1 out, runners at first and second. Grisham 1 for his last 6, 1 for his last 9. He's due. Here's the pitch. Speed pitch in there for strike.
Fastball changed pretty much what Eli Morgan is throwing. Didn't throw overly hard. Spots the ball. Oh, he's been around for a long time.
1 out. 0-1 here to Grisham. And the pitch taken inside for ball 1-1. First game for the Yankees against a Central Division opponent in the American League, the 1-1. From Morgan, here's a pitch. Shows bunt, takes a pitch down low.
Yeah, younger than I thought. He's only 29. Played for Cleveland and the Cubs last year. Played baseball for the Georgia Bulldogs.
Game number 20 for both of these teams. Big spot in the ball game. 2-1 Yankees. Couple of men aboard. One out here, bottom 7. Morgan long hold. Checks the runner at second. Here's the pitch to Grisham. Swung on line drive right field. It's hanging up, and Caglione makes a play. Tried to double up Jazz, and the throw comes in. Jazz was back safely. The throw was a little bit wide of the bag. Slowed down by Bobby Witt. Nice play by Caglione.
Yeah, he's got some arm, too.
Hit right to him. Good-looking athlete, big kid. He can run.
Yeah,
He's
and
got the whole package.
He was a first baseman, but there's somebody there that he isn't going to replace. He's learned to play right field. He's gotten very good at it.
Sal Perez going through the defensive signs. Judge stands in, having doubled on the first pitch he saw in the first inning. Struck out in the third. Walked and stole a base in the fifth. 2-1 Yankees, couple of men aboard. 2 out here in the bottom of the 7th. Morgan, long look at the runner at second. Here's a pitch. Breaking ball up near Judge's head. And you can't do that to the favorite son of New York, pal. Not in Yankee Stadium. I still have great admiration for Judge and Trout. They both got buzzed last week and came back with homers. 1-0. Pitch to Judge. Off the end of the bat. He was thinking something a lot harder than that 78-mile-an-hour changeup. 1-1.
For Morgan, he's 3 for 8, a couple of home runs. That's when he was with Cleveland, obviously. John Schreiber warming up for Kansas City. We know him from Boston, his time in Boston.
1-1 to Aaron Judge. 2 on, 2 out, and a 2-1 Yankee lead. The 1-1 from Morgan. Inside, 2-1.
He's not throwing any fastballs. He's throwing changeup after changeup.
Yeah.
Just in case you're not going to give him a, because that fastball is like 90. You miss with that, that's going a long way.
Little ponytail in the back coming out of his cap. Morgan set, and the pitch to Judge. Up high, ball 3.
See, that's nowhere near the zone. He knows he's not going to swing at that. That was 91 miles an hour. That's about it.
Left hand hitting Cody Bellinger's on deck. Belly 1 for 3 with a run scored. He was on base when Rice hit the 2-run homer back in the 5th. 3-1 to Judge. Oh, he tried to kill it. Let her high at 84 and missed it. 3-2. Judge going to use the timeout here. Nope. He's taking his time to get back into the box. Taps the plate. And here we go. Runners at first and second. They're going to take off in this 3-2 pitch with 2 outs. Morgan set. And the pitch. Runners go. The pitch swung on, hit down to third. Garcia gobbles it up. Throws over. Nice dig by Pasquantino on the short hop. Wow. Almost had a gift right there. No runs. No hits, no errors, 2 left, 7 complete. 2-1 Yankees, another 1-run affair here on WFAN Yankees Radio, driven by Jeep.
I.com.
2-1 Yankee lead here. Camilo Doval will take over on the mound. Hard-throwing right-hander. Ryan McMahon takes over at third base for Rosario. Both teams 0 for 5 runners in scoring position through the first 7 innings in this 2-1 lead for the Yankees. Game 1, 3-game set with Kansas City. Day games tomorrow and Sunday. Off day Monday, and then Tuesday beginning a series of first meeting with the Boston Red Sox. So Doval going to face the top of the order. Top of the order for Kansas City, Michael Garcia. Both starters gone, Wacha and Schlittler. Doval, right-hander, first pitch. In there for strike. Garcia, Witt Jr., and Pasquantino, top of the order. Bullpen trying to get on a little run here. See how many scoreless innings they can throw. Here's a pitch outside, 1-1.
Well, one of the things Doval was so spectacular in San Francisco. Hasn't approached that again, but it's in there.
McMahon's at third, Caballero at short, Chisholm at second, Rice at first, with Bellinger, Grisham, and Judge in the outfield. Foul ball hit right side. 1 and 2.
Mitch Spence and Alex Lang both warming up for Kansas City.
The count's 1 and 2 here to Garcia. Slider for strike 3 called. He knew it. Just turned and walked away. 1 out.
You know, when he has his control, his stuff is so spectacular. And he just threw that slider so easily. Just a little bend at the end. He just totally fooled him.
Here's Bobby Witt Jr. Bobby tonight 0 for 3, reached on an error by Grisham in center field. First pitch way outside, ball 1. Bobby Witt Jr. 1 for 2 against the ball. Tim Hill heating up in the Yankee pen, left-hander. 2-1 ball game, top of the 8th. Yankees on top. First pitch from Doval. Swing and a miss. Good pitch, cutter, 97.
And it's got great stuff. Yes.
Doval 6'2", 205. Out of Yamasa in the Dominican Republic. Fly ball, right field, easy play for the captain coming in. Short right field makes the catch. And it's 2 down. Big out to get that kid. There's another big out to get Vinny Pasquantino. Had an RBI ground out in the 6th.
Can't wait to ask the guys what it was like with that wind. This is a really strange wind.
He referenced the 23 season that Doval had. 6-6 with a 2.93. Led the league games finished and saves with 39. First pitch to Pasquantino. Backdoor pitch missed outside. Ball 1. Game summary brought to you by Helix Wireless, connecting everything. The scoring. Ben Rice 2-run homer in the 4th and an RBI ground out by Pasquantino in the 6th. 2-1 Yankees. 1-0 to Vinny. Missed outside again. 2-0.
Walks have gotten him in trouble. Control's gotten him in trouble.
Pasquantino 1 for 2 with a strikeout against the ball. All spent 5 years with the Giants. Here's the 2-0. Here's a drive deep to right, trouble. We got a tie ball game, everybody. That ball is gone. Second row. Kept it fair by about 15 feet. Vinny Pasquantino with a homer, his second. RBI, second tonight, 10 for the season. New game at 2-2.
Well,
2-0 pitch.
339 went out, didn't hit it all that hard, only 95, if you can say only, but wow.
Judge gave it a look. That ball is gone. A 2-out home run to tie it at 2-2 on a 2-0 pitch. Here's Sal Perez, 0 for 3, couple of strikeouts and a ground out. First pitch in there for strike. Second home run given up this season by Duvall. Gave up 2 last year with the Yankees in 22 games. Next pitch to Sal. Here's a fly ball, well out of play, right side.
Showing that pitch again. It was low, throw low pitch right at the knees to a lefty. Going to turn on it.
Lefty loop zone.
Wow.
Listen, after 2 quick outs, he's ahead of Sal 0-2 and bounces one up there backhanded nicely by Wells, the catcher.
How many times have we seen that this year with 2 outs, the trouble starts? It's been a theme.
Yeah, exactly. Guys, we've seen guys nibble, and then the next guy comes up and goes bang.
All with 2 outs.
1-2 pitch here. Taken up high. 2-2. Big Sal 8th all-time home run list for catchers behind Piazza, Bench, Fisk, Berra, Parrish, Carter, and Rodriguez. 2-2. Swung on, bouncing ball, foul, third base side. 2-2 ball game. Didn't you have that feeling when it was 2-1 for all this time that something could happen like this?
Well,
Yankees have lost 7 of the last 9. Kansas City's lost 4 consecutive games. Here comes the 2-2 to Sal Perez. And a pitch from Duvall. Hit off the end of the bat to the right side. Jazz comes over. Sal runs hard. Thrown out by Chisholm. Damage done by Pasquantino. Got a 2-0 pitch and sent it into the right field stands to tie the game at 2-2 as we go bottom 8. Bellinger, Stanton, and Rice coming up when we return on WFAN Yankees Radio, driven by Jeep.
Hope NY.
New pitcher Alex Lang for Kansas City in this 2-2 ball game. Bottom of the 8th inning, Vinny Pasquantino just tied it up. A home run off of Duvall. Yankees will have 3, 4, and 5 coming up. Bellinger, Stanton, and Rice.
Alex Lang, a right-hander. He's been in 6 games, 7 2/3 innings, ERA of 3.5, 12 strikeouts, 5 walks.
So let's see what gives here with the middle portion of the Yankee order coming up here.
Alex Lang was in the Detroit organization. He was in Toledo most of the year. Pitched 1 game with Detroit and sent him back. So.
Cody Bellinger is going to lead off. Cody a strikeout, a base hit to center in the 4th, and out later Ben Rice hit a 2-run homer. That's the only scoring by the Yankees tonight. Playing a tall right-hander. Cody Bellinger, the left-hand hitter. First pitch. Swung on, hit to first baseman on the right side. That's Pasquantino. Takes it to the bag. One out. One pitch, one out.
Yankee bullpen ERA of 7.5 in the last 5 games.
Here's Stanton. He is popped to first and struck out swinging twice. 2-2 ball game, bottom 8. Here's pitch. Fastball missed inside, ball 1. Stanton 0 for 3 against Lang. There's 1-0. On the corner and outside.
Wow.
Thought he might challenge that one. 1-1. Lang working for that third base side of the rubber. 1-1 pitch away. Hung a breaking ball, got away with it. Stanton swung and fouled it back.
That little knuckle to it, so a knuckle curve. That spin was where it was moving. Oh, it hit both Salvi Perez and the umpire, Charlie Ramos. Got 2 for 1. Wow. Off the shoulder of Perez and then hit the umpire.
1-2 here to Stanton. Lang a long hold in the stretch. Here he comes. The pitch, fastball, swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 down. Lang, a product of LSU. They turned out a lot of good baseball players. And here's Ben Rice. Ben Rice will be seeing Lang for the very first time.
Tim Hill is up along now with David Bednar.
Whoa, that pitch way outside, slipped out of Lang's hand. Went off the glove of Sal Perez to the back screen.
Well, remember I said that I thought so many of the runs have been given up with 2 outs because we were thinking of 44 of the Yankees' 76 runs have been given up with 2 outs. That's 58%, by far the most in the league. The second place team is the White Sox.
Next pitch to Ben, in there for strike.
With 39%. So 58% of the runs they've given up are with 2 outs. And the second in the league is at 39%. Wow.
1-1 to Ben. Swing, a little bit late. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Two out, nobody on. And a 2-2 game. Bottom 8 pitch. Taken outside. Ball 2, 2-2. After the game, stay tuned for the post-game show with Emmanuel Bobard, brought to you by Verizon Business. 2-2 to Ben in this 2-2 game with 2 outs. The pitch. Swung on, line drive over the head of the second baseman in the right center field for a base hit for Ben Rice. Kitkin hit 2 for 4 tonight. Leading hitter on the ball club.
And where would this team be without Ben Rice?
Oh, don't even go there. 2 hits tonight, give him 20 on the season. There's Ryan McMahon. They say he's been working his tail off behind the scenes.
Well, this is some
working
spot
on this, and it's a heck of a spot for him, no doubt about it. First AB. Rice takes the lead at first. McMahon left-hand hitter. It's the first pitch strike.
When they talk about changing a little bit, and Aaron Boone said, they're not changing that much. It's subtle. It's just that he keeps himself closed, and what they want him to get open quicker.
Breaking ball didn't miss by much. Ball 1, 1-1. Big spot right here. 1-1 pitch. McMahon, left-hand hitter against the righty Lang. Here's the pitch. Taken down low. 2-1. Ryan McMahon, we said this a couple of times, I think last year during the class, he could use a moment. Lang ready. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. Pitch to McMahon. Swing on, popped it up left field. Uh-oh, that's got carry. It's slicing. It's going back. Marte! It's gone! Ryan McMahon with a two-run homer going the other way. And the Yankees have a 4-2 lead. Talk about breaking out of it.
And you should see that dugout right now. Everybody feels with a player when he's going through it. They are out, Ben jumping up and down. Here comes the captain over to hug him.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow. Wow.
Largely with the wind blowing in, and he still got it. He backspun it and got it out of here.
And that is not only his first home run, his first extra base hit of the season.
My
And they
goodness.
are going crazy in that dugout.
4-2 Yankees,
Wow.
2 outs. And a pitch up high to Jazz Chisholm. About those 2-out RBI, eh?
Yes.
How about that?
Wow.
And going the other way. He's not known for it. He's hit the share of home runs in his career.
He pulls them mostly.
Here's the pitch popped up. See if it blows out or back. It keeps the ball outside.
Oh, man, you got to feel good for him. Wow.
First home run. He had 4 with the Yankees last year. A total of 20 last year. So, I mean, he's got them. You know, it's in his toolkit. Just a brutal start. It happens.
First row, but it's as good as it's halfway up the bleachers.
Gonna hit the Scarsdale.
Oh, man.
Wow. Pitch to Jazz is in there for strike 1 and 2.
When a guy goes through something like this, and I know you'll see it on the highlights, if you look, they'll look on Cody Bellinger's face. They go through it with him.
1-2. Swing and a miss. A pitch down and in. Jazz got overmatched on that one. Highlight of the inning, maybe the game. I will say it. The highlight of the game to this point. 2-run homer, opposite field, 2-out home run by Ryan McMahon for a 4-2 Yankee lead. We go top 9 here at the stadium on WFAN Yankees Radio, driven by Jeep.
Sales event.
Chance to win a ball game right here. They bring in the closer, David Bednar. 4-2 lead. The Yankees top of the 9th. 5, 6, and 7 coming up for Kansas City. And the save opportunity is brought to you by Workman Circle Multi-Care Center. How about Ryan McMahon inserted into the game midway, a 2-run homer opposite field for the 4-2 lead for the Yankees. First pitch, Bednar. Missed down low to Carter Jensen. Jensen, 2 strikeouts and a walk tonight. My goodness. Ball 1. And off-speed pitch slipped out of his hands way outside for ball 2. 2 home runs tonight. A 2-run homer Rice in the 4th, 2-run homer McMahon in the 8th. 4 runs on 5 hits, 2 errors for the Yankees. 2-4-0 for KC. Next pitch, off-speed pitch. Not commanding that at all. Ball 3 in his last 2, not close by Bednar. He's got to throw a fastball to get back in it here. Kicks and deals. Fastball it is, right down the pipe. Taken all the way was Jensen. They need base runners. Taken for a strike. 3-1. Now let's see if he goes back to that breaking ball that he was having a hard time with. Maybe he has a better grip, better feel. 3-1 pitch. Nope. Fastball, two-seamer running away. Walks his first batter. Second time Jensen has walked, and now you're going to bring the tying run to the plate. Lane Thomas started the day in left field, moved to center field. Right-hand hitter. He got a base hit to right on a 1-2 pitch. Got a pitch up and away from him and shot at the right field for a base hit. First pitch to Thomas, swung on, popped up foul behind home plate. Well, David Bednar, game number 9 for him, 1-2 record, a 4.70 ERA. Here's the 0-1 and a pitch. Breaking ball in there for a strike. That's the pitch he was looking for. That's the one he wants to have some confidence in to go with the terrific fastball. Bednar with 5 out of 6 saves. Next pitch inside. It almost hit him. 1-2. 5 out of 6 in save opportunities. He's got 10 strikeouts, 4 walks, 1 intentionally, giving up a .333 batting average. He needs an out right here. 4-2 Yankees, top 9. 1-2 from Bednar. The pitch, swung on and little looper to Jazz at second, makes the catch. Thing barely got 7 feet in the air. And Cabby talking to Jazz about maybe should have dropped that as they turn and look at the video board. And discussion had to be about maybe eliminating Jensen, but both Jensen and Thomas pretty good runners. 1 out, 1 on, 4-2. Here's Jack Caglione, power hitter. Got to be careful. First pitch, backdoor breaking ball. He's got confidence in it now. 0-1. Caglione, a strikeout, swinging, base hit to left in the 5th, and a strikeout on 3 pitches. Brent Hedrick got him quickly. Here's a pitch from Bednar. Swing on and missed. 0-2. Lefty Hedrick really played head games with Caglione with 3, tripled up with 3 breaking balls. Bednar's got him 0-2. 1 out. Yankees lead 4-2. Runner at first. Infield pull to the right. Bednar's pitch. Fastball down low. 1-2. Bednar walking back up on the mound. Where's the number 53? He's got the infield pulled around to the right. Left-hand hitting Caglione. 1-2, runner at first. Bednar to the plate. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Caglione's gone. 2 down. Well, Caglione has K'd 3 times tonight. 2 outs here, top of the 9th. 4-2 Yankees. And it brings up Jonathan India. Came in midway through the game. India's 1 for 1 with a walk against Bednar. And the crowd coming to its feet. Here's the first pitch. Breaking ball outside, ball 1. Ben Rice trying to tell Bednar he's not going to be holding that runner on. Bednar did get that word. Here's the 1-0. And the pitch. Breaking ball. Front door style is in there for a strike. 1-1. So Jonathan India coming in hitting a .174. Right-hand hitter. 1-1 count here. Bednar set. He's ready. Kick, steals, pitch, fastball, swung on, popped up. Right side, well out of play, 1-2. So 2 outs, a run on, and this crowd of 44,244 on hockey Jersey night rise to their feet. And Bednar trying to put the finishing touches on A heck of a night for Ryan McMahon with a big at bat he had. A 2-run homer to give the Yankees the lead. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Pitch from Bednar. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Victory for the New York Yankees. David Bednar shuts it down, and Ryan McMahon, go ahead and smile, son. A 2-run, 2-out, opposite field, 2-run homer. The difference in this game, it happened in the 8th inning, and the Yankees win for the 3rd time in their last 10 games, and Kansas City's now lost 5 consecutive ball games. My goodness. 2 2-run homers tonight. Ben Rice in the 4th, and McMahon, who, I'm telling you, he was redefining scuffling at home plate at the dish. It was really something, and boy, to see his teammates overjoyed at his success. Came in with a 119 batting average. He was hitting 3 for 42, no homers and 2 RBIs. And that's a big home run. So the Yankees improved to 11-9. Kansas City drops to 7-13. But man, oh man, what a moment for McMahon. A 2-1 pitch off of Lang, and he hits it the other way. And the wind was blowing in most of the night from left field.